Here we are. Welcome back, folks. It is us, Dragon's Greed Gaming. You are joining us. It is 1 year today for Frontier War, episode 52. Can you believe it, fellas? It's been that long.
Damn.
I need to get a life.
Anyway, thank you for joining us. We're starting Operation Octopus Garden, Part 2 tonight. And let's hear from our players. We'll start it off with Scaarr, freshly back from Dallas. What's going on?
I've been in Dallas for a little bit, getting work done. Really strong possibility of us moving there now. So that's fun. We were looking at houses and everything. But I'm excited to see what you're going to throw at us. I need this to end one way or another.
Oh, it will.
Either with my death or Vaughn's. Right. Vaughn ain't going back alive, you guys. Just letting you know.
She's not getting a trial.
No due process for Vaughn.
I got your trial right here.
Well.
Yeah, hold on there, Trump. Slow it down.
Yeah, relax. Close to home, okay?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Too close to home.
Everything's close to home these days, man. We can't do anything fun, right?
Can't make any jokes anymore. This is insane.
Yeah.
Can't make like war crime jokes. It sucks.
Yeah.
What's up, O'Dandrel, all the way from Sweden? Good morning. How do you say good morning in Sweden? Or in Swedish. Sean, tell us about Cruz. What's he got going on?
Yeah, Cruz is having a good old time patching up his homies and surviving ambushes from strike ships and Moxes. He's had a hell of a day so far.
I realize.
But he's also siding with O'Connell in the no trial for Vaughn.
Yeah, I feel that's going to be a common sentiment amongst the squad. It's funny because I totally forgot that strike ship could have been shooting you guys when it was flying there, but you know, I'm a merciful god.
I think it didn't.
So yeah, because O'Connell would have gotten lit up for sure. It would have shot the shit out of the hover shred. So
I did get lit up just by other things.
yeah, well, you're still alive, so we're failing. How do you say that, O'Dandrel? God Morgan? Did I pronounce that right?
Morgan.
Good morning.
I don't know. That sounded more like I don't know.
Fake German.
Fake German, yeah, right? Yeah. Save that for the Warhammer roleplay. Reed, what's going on in politically incorrect joke of California?
A blistering heat? Well, it's not even a political joke anymore. It's, we got those protests going on all over the country now. But
Yeah,
it's got to start somewhere. But I'm just happy. Dog's back to normal. No more shitting everywhere.
That's good.
And Reed's still confused because he doesn't know who the fuck Schmidt really is. And we just found out that, he's in a fucking Mox.
Yeah, it was some heavy stuff last session for sure.
yeah.
Eric, tell us about Sergeant Tagar. What's going on with him?
Apparently, he is leading a squad of bloodthirsty Marines ready to finish the job.
Whoa.
So,
He does not speak for all of us.
It's true though. No, it's true.
I could have told you that from the second mission, bro.
that's why we got rid of Schmidt.
His corrupting influence has affected the squad, especially that O'Connell guy.
I feel like going from bloodthirsty at the beginning to a Mox was kind of like the path he took.
He definitely chose that path. We'll get to learn about his.
Redeem himself.
We'll get to learn about his full journey when we do our epilogue episode. You guys can ask all the questions you want that led to his situation, shall we say? Yeah. How about the Marines getting sent to California? That's fucking crazy.
It should have never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Probably
A lot of
not.
things shouldn't have happened.
I believe I read the was it either I think it was the chief of police of L.A. was like, our police force can handle this, bro. We've dealt with some pretty heavy shit in the past, you know, because it's L.A. Like, we got this.
I mean, yes and no. But, I mean, I think the issue was that he sent it in without, like, corresponding with the governor first, and that was kind of the biggest issue.
I mean, the National Guard are one thing. The Marines are an entirely different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should not be deployed
I agree.
like that.
Yeah. Well, hopefully nothing terrible comes of it. It's sad to see soldiers being put in that position, and the National Guard too. It's not an envious position, but
Yeah,
anyway,
sleeping on the floor and shit. But go on.
Jesus, don't get me started on that shit, man. Anyway, let's leave the real world for a little bit here and delve into the year 2183, 84-ish. I am your host, the Great Unclean One. I'll be your game mother again tonight as we get towards the very end here. Just playing some Aliens Dark Descent today. We're on the final mission. Reed's decided to become a cult sympathizer, so we had to slap him around a bit. Luckily, it's the end of the campaign, so I don't think it's going to matter. But Schmidt also has joined the Prosthetic Arm Club and got a mechanical arm.
Nice.
After an alien chopped it off with its tail. So we had to drag his bleeding ass back to the dropship. And Thrace and Tagar got walloped in the last mission, too. They're in the med bay for, like, a week. But they lived. They lived. Unlike the Thrace in this game. Nice job.
Ooh.
Nice job. Too soon? No.
No.
Anyway, alas we left. You guys had finally been deployed to Darwin Island on the planet of Pandora, where you had been several months before for a previous mission. As it had been determined, this is where General Vaughn's primary deep void bioweapons research facility and safe house was located. You deployed using a service skiff, which took some damage on the way in from anti-air fire, but you managed to land in the water, almost on target. Unfortunately, the skiff was more or less toast. You guys then had to swim your way towards shore, making your way through these strange alien tendril things in the sand, which tried to drag you to the ocean floor, but you were able to break free of those. Unfortunately, you came out pretty much right in the line of sight of one of the beachhead bunkers, and just as it spotted you, Cruz realized that you guys had been detected, and the smart gun opened up, did a little bit of damage to you guys before Cruz managed to take the Blackguard soldier inside out. But then a metal cage emerged from the ground, unleashing a Berserker Mox unit on you guys. And while that was happening, one of the strike ship patrols that had been sent to investigate the crash of your service skiff had obviously been detected or heard of you guys being detected by the bunker and came over to assist. Tagar blew the bunker up with his RPG, and then the Mox opened fire, almost putting Tagar down in one shot, I think dropping him to 1 health. And combined arms fire of the RPG and some well-placed sniper fire eventually put the Mox down, while O'Connell fired up a hover tread and managed to take down the strike ship as it was joining the fight. However, you guys got, I think all of you got at least a little beat up in that fight, some more than others. And then you discover to your horror that the person inside the Mox suit was your previous squad mate, Sergeant Schmidt, who we have not seen since he was recruited by Colonel Spears back at Mount Tithonius base. He was deceased as you got him out of the Mox, and kind of explained the situation to Reed. Tried to make contact with the the Salus, the Salnus. Unfortunately, a tropical storm that is rolling in was starting to cut off communication. It was at this point that you guys made your way to this little bunker like structure over here on the edge of the Caldara after you guys made your way over the ridge using the hover tread. You discovered two technicians inside who were manning basically a wire lift cable car. You captured them, interrogated them, locked them up in one of the supply closets, and as the tropical storm is rolling in over the island, you hopped into the cable car to make your way up to the actual base itself. You'd also discovered there are some anti-air rocket vehicles deployed on the ridges, kind of camouflaged, but you've decided it's better to go straight for the base and maybe see if you can find a way to shut down the railguns at least. So, welcome, It's All the Things. Thank you for joining us. Pleasure to have you. So, with that in mind, we are back in the cable car as you guys are leaving the little structure where the cable car is parked. So, with that in mind, that's where we'll begin.
Okay.
Get our thunderstorm going here. There we go. Yeah, there it is. So, you guys, I think O'Connell managed to set the cable car to take you guys up to one of the sub-levels that it goes to. You were told by the technicians where General Vaughn might be, at least where her quarters is, her office. But the car is rocking in the wind, but it seems like it's holding together right now. What do you guys do while you're waiting for this ride? Looks like it's going to be at least a few minutes.
Make sure everybody
Banter would
reloads.
Reload all our weapons, banter.
Yeah. O'Connell's definitely going to banter and ask everybody after he sees everyone kind of being a little somber after Schmidt, and granted, he is also after finding out what happened to him. But he decides to lift the mood a little bit and asks everybody, so do you guys know where, if you're from Alabama, and you're trying to meet somebody, what dating app you use? The most popular one there? Have you guys heard about it?
Facebook?
Yep.
No? It's Ancestry.com.
That's crazy.
Yeah, who'd have thought?
I don't. You never know.
For a Band-Aid.
So,
Here, thing.
would everybody, this is optional, give me a observation roll, please.
Is that a no on the Band-Aid?
What about the Band-Aid?
Is that a no on the Band-Aid?
What do you... I don't know what you're asking.
I'm asking to get a heal check.
Uh-oh.
Someone heal me.
Didn't you already get it? Didn't someone heal you on the beach?
Not 100%.
But you got.
I don't know what the time frame is on it.
You guys would have recovered at least one health between then and now.
Okay.
All right. So.
I don't think did anybody get an observation?
Oh, some bad observation rolls.
Yeah.
Got one.
Okay.
Swing
All
and
right.
miss.
So Reed, O'Connell tells his joke. You're all laughing. You don't really feel all that safe because this thing is shaking in the wind pretty hard. You definitely feel like the cable's about to snap at any moment. And you're looking, at O'Connell, and you notice something back from the building that you guys came from. You see, I mean, it's small because of the distance, but you see a black shape get up on top of the building and begins to crawl on top of the cable towards you guys.
Hey, Cruz, can you scope in over there? There's something crawling on the cables.
Oh no. I will go look with my scope.
Everyone gains a point of stress when you realize there is a xenomorph climbing on the cable rather quickly despite the wind.
It's a good thing you're
Towards
currently
us.
aiming at it, right?
If I shoot that, it's going to bleed all over the cable, and we will plummet
Yeah,
into the water.
it's on the top part of the cable right now, so your view is also kind of obstructed. And you'd have to break the glass on the cable car and either lean out the side or, like, shatter the glass and try to shoot through the opening.
Yeah. So...
Are we moving faster, or is the alien moving faster?
It is definitely moving faster than you. It's going to catch up to you guys before you guys get to the base. I'll put Tagar, this is where you guys are. You're about halfway,
Oh, okay.
Good
That's pretty good.
good 60, 70 meters above the water, the hot springs below. Yep.
Yeah, great.
Bath temperature. Okay.
So we either let it come to us and hopefully kill it inside the car where the acid won't send us plummeting to the ground, or I don't know, get outside onto the wire and just cut the wire ourselves. Swing the rest of the way.
Do we have lights on in the car? Can we turn off the lights?
You could, yeah, if you don't... I mean, the car itself probably doesn't have lights, because it is still quite, quote-unquote, daytime. It's just dark because of the storm. But if you guys want to turn off your shoulder lamps, if you didn't have them on, or you can turn them off, that's no problem.
Because there's a chance it'll climb right. Small chance it'll just keep going past us. Right?
Yeah, I don't know about that one, buddy.
We get down and hide a little bit, maybe, but
Yeah, turn off all the lights, get down and hide. Let's hope it doesn't sneak in.
I mean, to give you guys an idea, like, what you're sitting in, imagine, like, the car of a Ferris wheel, but maybe twice as big. Like, there's probably enough room in here for maybe 6 people to be crammed on the seats, like 3 on each side, and then, like, maybe, like, 2 people standing between the seats. So it's not as small. Like, there's room to move because there's only 4 of you in here, but, like, there's not much room.
yeah, if that thing comes in here, we're fucked.
So, I would put myself, get everybody else, like, I guess, behind the shield, and just have us all, like, aiming at it, so that if it comes for the window, we fire.
I could try to, if I want to make something fancy, could use a electroshock grenade and just try to time it perfectly to where it explodes right in front of its face.
Will that shut off the car, though? We'll be stuck here?
I think that the power is back in the station that moves the tram. I'm saying that without absolutely knowing at all out of character.
We'll
I'm just trying to think of something non-penetration to cause acid, maybe to knock it off.
Yeah.
Just throw a huge rock at it.
Sure, let me find the rock on the cable car.
Didn't a couple of you grab stun batons?
I have a stun baton, yeah.
Just one?
I did
Anybody
not
else
bring
have one?
3, no.
I wasn't sure if anybody else brought
Okay,
some.
okay.
All right, at this
No, I
point,
can-
it's
Throw the maintenance jack at it.
It's basically a round away from reaching you guys, and I mean, you can't tell for sure if it's coming for you or just going up the cable, but it's moving fast and it is catching up.
I don't think that can like lube the cable line, do we? Yeah.
I don't think that.
I know Reed could do it, but I...
Say lube and everybody goes to a dark place. All right, so I mean, I'm with Tagar.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any other choice.
Well, we could go into
Everybody
overwatch.
aim, and if he comes for the window, just light it up.
Yeah.
Alright. So everyone in Overwatch?
Okay, so this thing eventually, it's on the cable, and it gets to a point where you really can't see. You can kind of see its tail, but otherwise it's above you guys, so you can't really see it. And then it's like out of sight completely. Like maybe 2-3 seconds go by, and you hear a heavy thud on the roof of the cable car. What do you do?
Should we stop blasting? That means off the
That's
table,
gonna-
right?
It'll acid into the car, and it could take out the mechanism holding us to the table.
All
You
right.
can see if it's on the side of the car, it'll
So
projectile that
As you
way.
guys debate what to do, its tail smashes through the side of the glass and attempts to strike Tagar.
One.
That is 1 success for 1 damage. Pretty sure. Please roll. Okay. So you're caught like by surprise, but you don't actually see the creature. It's still on top. But the tail smashes through, and it sticks into the side of the shield, and then it retracts back up, and you hear it hiss. I think at this point, we should do some initiative. If you'd all be so kind.
God damn it.
I got a 1, so I'm gonna keep that.
You sure?
Yeah. Oh, I got a token.
I got a 1 as well.
Hmm.
Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. Would the two of you roll off, please?
A 5.
That's a D8, not a D10.
Wow,
Oh,
cheating.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Please stop cheating.
There you go.
Okay.
Now everybody roll a
On
d8.
second thought.
Okay. There
Okay.
you go.
Okay, I guess Reed was meant to go first. Yeah. Okay. Let me just update you, Cruz, really quick. Oops.
Yeah.
1.2. Okay, Reed, you are first of all. We need a little bit crazier music here. This is kind of a perilous situation you find yourself in. How about this one right here? Yeah. All right, you are up first, Reed. It is obviously on top of the cable car. What would you like to do?
I think we're gonna keep an action for blocking.
Okay.
I'm gonna attempt to like time it right and toss up the electroshock grenade.
Okay. Are you opening the door to the cable car? Because you guys
Broke the
are.
window.
It is,
Through their open window.
well, the windows don't open unless you smash them. Like,
Well, he smashed it with the tail, right?
well, are you gonna just? Yeah, I mean, I guess you can use that if you break some more of the glass. Sure.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. Go ahead and roll a ranged attack. I would say you're trying to time this so it like explodes right when it's next to him.
Yeah.
I would say a ranged attack. All things considered, you're in a small area. You don't really have a good way to throw. You got the storm. You guys are swaying about. The thing is right on top of you. You can't see it. Say -3. Okay.
There we go.
Grenade goes off. Stun grenade, right?
Stun grenade, yeah.
Okay. What does it have to do? Is it some sort of test, if I recall?
Let me
Stun
see.
-2. Probably
Do a
stand
stamina
by the
roll at -2. All humans in target zone must make a stamina result. I'd imagine.
I don't think you guys have actually tried stun weapons against the aliens before.
Nope.
No,
Well,
there's no fun in that.
Fun batons, but I don't know about anything else.
The grenade goes off. You hear the thing like hiss a little bit. And high or low?
Hi.
Check one thing here before I make this roll. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Hi. Yeah, baby.
All right. You see some sparks come off where the cable is attached to the car, but it keeps moving.
Like, okay. I'm gonna toss another one of those.
Can I open the door and try to take a shot at it?
You could try. I mean, are you leaning out the door to try to like shoot this thing? What are you exactly trying to do?
Yeah, I guess like try to lean out the door and take a shot.
Safer to lean out the window.
Oh yeah, I guess the window's already open, so yeah, I guess I'll lean out the window.
open.
Well, he's
Yeah.
in the window right now throwing this grenade, right? So like you'd have to break open another window if you want to do that, but
Oh.
I mean, there's not enough
I mean,
room in
yeah.
here for you guys to like chasey day in the window. Right?
Yeah. Can I give that? I guess I'll break another window and try to take a shot out.
Yeah. Give me a heavy machinery or close combat. Your choice.
Go close combat.
Yeah, you smash the window. Maybe cut yourself a little bit with the stress because you hit it the first time and it doesn't break, so you smash it a couple more times with the butt of your rifle. But yeah, you break it open and get most of the glass out of the way.
That's nice.
You can do the shot. When you lean out, you don't really. You can see its tail kind of flickering back and forth, but you don't really have sight to the creature. So you can take a shot at -2 because you can at least sort of see it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Can I knock it back and then off of the car with my extra successes?
You can certainly try. It's going to get some extra defense here because of the you're not
Sure.
you don't really have line of sight to it.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're lucky, it was stunned.
Okay, so you hit it. It shrieks. You definitely hear another thud, and basically so you're leaning out the right side, right? And you're kind of like
Sure.
trying to aim. You hit it. There's a splash of some acid, and there's a thud, and then what you guys see is it hits the other side of the car as it almost fell off, but it's holding on with its claws. So first off, let's do its acid here. Just 2 damage, right, with the rifle?
Yeah. So with your armor, it's down to 1.
Well, I'm saying that blocked like it falling off completely, rather than damage. The success that it had.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Then yeah, it's 2 damage.
Okay, nothing gets on you guys, but there is some acid eating through the roof at this point. It's not a lot, but there's a couple spots where it's kind of starting to trickle through. You can see the ceiling starting to kind of sag, and it's like kind of starting to drip a little bit.
Right, Tagar, you're up.
Tagar.
So I can see it through the window?
Oh yeah, it's like hanging right there.
I mean, you know what I gotta do. The knife's going right through the window.
Knife it, yes!
All right, give me a close combat to break through the glass.
to
Yes,
God.
no problem. You just
Unscarable.
All right, make a close combat roll, please, or an attack, I should say.
Oh my God.
What is this game?
+2 specialist.
Five
+2
successes.
for hard hitter.
God damn.
9 damage.
14 dice on a regular roll.
No,
Six-
Can I
six
use hard
damage?
hitter?
6 damage.
I
What
had
is
to break the window first. I had to sacrifice my fast action.
correct? Yeah. Okay, that's a lot of damage. It's pretty good. Okay. You stab this thing repeatedly in the smooth dome of its head, and it's shrieking and thrashing about. Its tail smashes another window. It's clawing, trying to get in, and there is just a spray of acid that just like tidal waves into the car as you kill this thing. It eventually like loses its grip and it plummets into the hot springs below, but you guys are taking a pretty big splash of acid here. Damn, son.
Oh my God.
3 points of damage on all of you as acid splashes everywhere. Your one knife is toast, Tagar, that you used to kill it.
Back up.
Got more where that came from.
Oof.
What the
Okay,
fuck?
3 damage to O'Connell, 3 damage to Cruz. Tagar. Blocks one with his armor. Oh my god, and blocks 2 with resilience.
And then let me do my resilience.
Love how Tagar just douses everybody and takes no fucking damage himself.
Yeah, he's right in the
Totally
front,
flashes
right?
over him.
Stabbing this thing, and it's just splashing around him.
I tried to save y'all.
Yep.
Okay, how does resilient work again?
Roll strength.
Roll your
You
strength.
roll your
No
strength.
stress.
Gotcha.
Scaarr, you're also supposed to say you roll your strength.
Well,
Okay.
shit.
You take 3 damage. So everyone except Tagar takes 3 damage. Tagar, your armor goes down by 1. You can choose whether it's the armor or the shield. Your choice.
Okay.
I don't know, because you said you had the shield out, so your choice which one you wanted to take the damage on.
Yep.
Is everybody still standing?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It is your guys' turn. You are all burning, aside from Tagar. And part of the car is burning too. I should probably roll the armor for the car. Okay. It mostly lands on the seats and the windows. Nothing really gets on the floor. So the car is kind of becoming some Swiss cheese here, but the floor is still intact. Unfortunately, the 3 of you are still burning. But you do have an action between now and the next round of acid if you'd like to attempt something.
I tried first aid one of them.
You need a med kit. Or some sort of
We all have personal med kits with our
Yeah, and I brought
pack,
2.
and I didn't use any of them to heal him last time.
No.
Okay.
So
Okay,
I'm
so that's
Owen's gonna use his for sure.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Medical aid +2 with the med kit.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
Med kit.
Also, the 3 of you that
Try
took
not-
damage, take a point of stress when you get splashed by the acid. If you didn't already.
I'm gonna try and heal Cruz.
Okay, so you get the acid done on Cruz. O'Connell is panicking and is going to take another round of acid damage.
Okay.
Reed.
I will.
What's going on? No one's helping you.
Yep. Just gonna attempt it myself then.
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. And then I will use one of my med kits to heal or help O'Connell.
Okay.
Now this is just to get rid of splash, right? No healing
Correct.
additional.
Yes.
Yep.
Dear God.
Okay. So you have to burn through 4 med kits to do so?
3, right?
No, O'Connell. Well, did O'Connell use a med kit?
He failed. That's right.
Yep. Okay. Well, you frantically, all of a sudden there's just med kits all over the car. But you guys managed to neutralize all of the acid. The acrid smell of it still lingers in the air as the cable car basically is about to reach the base.
Okay.
Well done.
Yeah.
Okay, so we determined this was level 3, I believe. Yes.
A great start, guys.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if there's anything.
Well,
else
to be
to
fair,
pick
I
on.
think we did worse on the beach, so...
We also fought a lot more on the beach.
Yeah, we kicked ass on the beach, I think. I
think
got a
when you-
fucking
when you-
strike
when you
ship
look
and
at
a
the cost-
Mox.
Of the assets they sent against us, I mean, we did great.
Yeah, a couple $100 to a couple $1 million. You know.
Yeah, what is that strike ship worth?
Dude, fuck the strike
4.2
ship. The
million.
fucking Berserker's a fucking Black Ops, top secret project. All
And then the
research
bunker, the
Oh, yeah,
blackguard.
The bunker, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you just took out 2 Black Project assets, man. Okay, I'm going to put you guys on the new map here.
Sick.
Get your tokens out, just a second. Everybody should see a black screen right now.
I'm going to use my signature item and reduce my stress.
Right off the rip, man.
Ah,
we
same.
burned some signature items and 4 med kits. Off to a good start.
We got like 2 more medkits left?
I brought an extra med kit with me, so I still have 1.
And I have 1. I brought an extra.
Okay.
Right.
Do you guys see anything?
I
Yes.
see all
Okay,
these
so
lovely
so
tokens.
this down here, ignore, because there's
Mhm.
where you guys are standing is where the car comes in. However, I need to put a token so our viewers can see the map. What's a good way to do this?
Boilers.
I'll give control of Tagar's token to the camera. That did not work. Why? Maybe I put a new token? Hold on.
Tagar disappeared.
Okay. Alright. So basically actually I can put a wall here so you guys won't fall out of the I don't know why there's not a wall there to begin with. Just do one of these. There you go. Alright. And let me just reset this. How do we reset Fog of War? It's been a while. There we go. Okay. So,
Do we have to reload for it to affect us?
It worked for the OBS camera. Go to a different scene if you want, and then I'll add this floor to your guys' maps at the top, so you can switch between it if you need to. You're on sub-level 3. So, let me move your tokens out of the way here, just so I can show you guys what's going on. Hold on, oops, sorry. Too many controls. All right. So, if we move you guys over here real quick. So you guys can see this is the platform right here that you guys are standing on. This part right here is like the opening where the car comes in. So this is the actual platform you guys are actually able to stand on. And where Reed's token is would be where the actual cable car comes to a stop. And, you know, that area that you're on the platform is open, so you guys can look over the railing, and you still see the outside. The breeze and the atmosphere of outside is, you know, it's open to this area, so you can still hear the sounds of the storm. But you can see there are 3 doors leading elsewhere. The doors...
alien...
Sorry, go ahead.
The alien we killed, was it like one of the red ones from the UA or one of the black xenomorphs?
It looked black. Did not look like a biodrone.
Cool. Is a good sign? Alright.
I forget, have you guys fought any true xenomorphs yet?
Yeah. I think the one we killed in the rafters of that one building was actual xenomorph.
Which
The
building?
one that was what mission was it? The one where
Abstick?
Cruz... I think so, yeah. Where Babbitt was, I think.
No, that was a biodrone.
Biodrone? Okay.
Yep.
Because they were all the red ones there.
Well, one of them
Remember, it doesn't
wasn't,
go back that far.
if I'm not
The
mistaken.
I think the only true xenomorph you've seen are the 2 queens from the 2 missions you've been on.
And then the second mission with the Blaze of Glory, or the Glory of the Proletariat, as we found out, I think there was a black xenomorph down there. But it was like calcified and curled up dead.
Those actually would have been biodrones as well.
Oh, okay.
Because they were part of the Deep Void experiments.
Okay.
So we're in new territory now?
Yes. So that is a new species of alien you have not encountered before, so you guys will gain a point of stress for that.
Come on. I should have fucking asked.
Even though it was so easy to kill?
Brother, it did 3 damage to 3 of us.
Yeah.
Just by dying.
It did 9 damage without even having to attack.
I feel like Tagar did 3 damage to all of us.
Yeah.
More so than the other.
I guess.
Can I start patching up the team?
Yes, please.
Yeah, if you guys want to use some more medkits, sure.
I thought we didn't. Medkits would only go as a +2. I thought we didn't have to use the medkit to actually do healing.
Oh boy, hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Who wants healing?
I think
Okay.
all 3 of us need to be touched, except for
All
Tagar,
right.
right?
I'm 2 of 6.
I mean, you can touch me a little bit.
Okay. You probably should have been saying that to Weaver, but that's okay.
Oh.
Wow.
I will start with the top of my screen, which is Reed.
It's quite a burn.
You get
1, 2,
3 back.
3. Oh my god, I'm full HP.
Alright, now Tagar. You get 4.
Oh my god.
And then O'Connell. You get 2.
Great, cool. That's, yeah.
Sorry, man.
Someone's a little
Can
salty.
you bank them
No.
if I don't need that many? No.
What? I've never actually looked at this. But what can I do?
He can touch
Medical
you
aid
faster.
has 2 primary uses: recovery. Or say, yeah, it doesn't actually give me stunts for medical aid, so no.
Okay.
And then myself at -2.
Because remember, you normally can't heal with heal checks like this.
Yeah, it's only supposed to be like a broken thing.
Yeah, you heal from time, but
Unless, O'Connell, you want to heal me?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I'll assist you. No, you're doing it wrong. Not there.
Yeah, that works.
I'll hold him down for you.
Oh, nice.
All right. 2.
lots of panicking.
I will go ahead and use my item.
Okay.
Go ahead and rubs his lucky rabbit foot. He always has, dangling off his machine gun.
Like one of those attachments you would play in Call of Duty 76.
Yeah, I bought this skin during a premium XP week.
Nice. I just opened a bunch of loot boxes before I, went on mission today, and I got jack shit. So I'm extra angry.
What's in this room we're in?
It's basically just the balcony, and then there's an intercom on the wall. There's a door to your north, which looks like a standard door in a base. The ones on the left and right, they look more like what's a good way to describe them? I feel like this has got the wrong descriptions. Hold on. There is a part of this area that is missing. Oh wait, I think they have it mislabeled in Foundry. Let me double check here. Good thing I got this nice book. They sure do. Typo and Foundry. I want my money back. Let me fix that real quick so I don't get more confused. Okay. The doors to your left and right, they look a little smaller, basically like a one-person size door. They remind you of what you would imagine, like a door to maybe a maintenance area or a repair bay or something like that. Whereas the other door is like a larger door where you could probably fit, 2 people side by side at least through it.
Okay. Let's clear these 2 left to right doors. They look like maintenance bays. Let's just poke in, make sure nothing sneaks up behind us.
Okay.
Man.
So I'll open this right door.
Don't worry, Reed is poking over your shoulder ready.
Kind of peek in.
Yeah, so these maps are a little weird because they have the map is really small. Basically, what you see, this line right here, Tagar, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That is supposed to be the floor itself that you're on. This other color green is just the background of the map. So this is the hallway that you're in. Okay, so it's small, and it looks like a service maintenance shaft. It's not like a ventilation shaft. You don't have to get down on all fours to crawl. You can walk through this, but it is very, very tight corridors. Like if you were on like a submarine, it's pretty tight fitting, and there's pipes. cables, crawlways, repair ports, service ducts. And it looks like it's like a bit of a maze. You can see it stretches further to the north, and your light probably doesn't even reach the end of the tunnel, so to speak.
Does it lock from any door, any side?
No, they don't lock.
No.
Could we weld it shut with a cutting torch?
Yes.
Hey, it's a good thing I fucking brought one.
There you go.
Make sure Reed's on the other side when you do that.
No.
Sorry,
It's too
Reed.
late. He's got to find a new way. All right,
Yeah.
seal it.
Yeah, I will, like in Alien's Dark Descent, I will seal the door
All right.
with a cutting torch.
I'll do the lock on there so we know it's sealed. Oh, it doesn't show it's locked for you guys. It does on my screen. So.
Yeah,
Alright, power supply roll. We're good.
All right, then check.
Doesn't a thing only have 5 power, not 6?
Yes, looks like it does. Do I have some? Oh, I have the. No.
It's probably double.
It has 5, but it rolled 6. What else is giving
Is
me
it your light or
power?
something?
Weird.
I have 2 things with 5 power, so. But it only added 1 up.
Say that.
Make sure
Silver
one of them
beam
is
has enough
not
power.
equipped. See if that fixes it.
Shoulder light gives 1 power, so it might be that.
Yeah, we had this problem before.
Yeah.
I don't know why. They don't really like point out the shoulder light has power. I don't even think it does in the actual game. It might be a foundry thing.
Okay.
Well, you didn't have to re-roll, Sean, because you.
I was just testing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you seal it. No problem.
Sweet.
I'll check this left door.
Yeah, it also looks like a service shaft. And this one, when you get in there, you can see it ends in these 2 large circles. Which when those
Any
open
gear,
up,
equipment?
no, it looks like those are like little small little bays where there's probably like you can do readings for various parts of the station.
All right. But those ones are completely dead-ended. We can see
As far as you can tell.
both ends. Okay. All right. We'll seal this one too.
Okay. Well, then I guess my second roll just is the power for the second one. So we're down to 4.
That's fine. All right.
Nice.
All right. You guys ready?
As I love
Let's
it.
do it.
All right. So you open the next door. It leads to a little corridor, and there's another door just around the corner, which you guys are able to open, and it leads into a fairly long hallway. You can see there's a couple doors here. There's 3 on the right, 1 on the left, and there's 2 towards the end of the hall. The 2 towards the end of the hall look like they're probably more service shaft doors. The other 4 look like more doors to the base. And Tagar, when you come around the corner, you hear a voice coming from down the hall that says, "I wouldn't go any further there, Sergeant."
You guys heard that too, because no one's saying anything. I just want to make sure real quick.
It's a ghost.
Sorry. Oh, and why is that?
Says, "I just want to know what you're doing on my base, that's all."
We're here to finish our mission. Who are you? Do I recognize the voice?
You do not.
Okay.
He says, "And what's that exactly?"
Well, come and talk to me and I'll let you know.
Now, we can talk fine from right here.
And who is it I'm speaking to?
Give me a manipulation, please.
Can I use my hothead skill?
What does Hothead do?
I don't like being told what to do, so I get +2 modifications on opposed rolls for manipulation.
This is not opposed. This is
Well,
just.
then I have menacing too.
Are you threatening him?
I mean,
What's-
a little bit.
what's
Like,
up,
that's what
Raiden?
we're here for.
I mean, if,
I'm not threatening
if
him.
you want to threaten him, then if you want to do this in a threatening manner, then yes, you can.
Tagar threatens the doors open. Bio
So now I
jumps out the room.
use manipulation using strength instead of empathy.
Stick.
So it'll
So
give
just
me
give yourself a plus, yeah.
yeah.
Got quite a little crew here tonight.
Oh damn.
Well,
It's not opposed.
So what do you say?
say who am I talking to? Why should I talk to you anyways?
He says, Major Khaliji, Blackguard. I've already know about you. Sergeant Tagar. Cerberus
I
Squad.
see our reputation precedes us. Did
You could
did
say
the last
that.
blackguard did your last blackguard that ran into us let you know?
Something like that.
Maybe you saw it on their body cam footage. I guess you didn't get to speak to them.
Yeah, well, that's the life of a soldier, ain't it? So,
That it is.
you still haven't answered my question. What are you doing here? Finish your mission. That can mean a lot of things.
We're here for Vaughn.
Is that right?
I think a better question is why haven't you started shooting us yet?
He is technically a war criminal at this point, I would just say.
The smart mouth, O'Connell, right? If I recall from the reports I've read.
Are you that stalker I was hearing about?
No, unfortunately. This is our first time gracing each other's presence. Lance
Hear that? They're writing about us in their diaries.
You know, I've been around the block a few times. It sounds like you might want to cut a deal.
Give me a manipulation roll, O'Connell.
Damn it.
Because
I'm
level
just gonna stop.
manipulation.
I'm just gonna stop talking.
Like, if there's one thing you should be good at, O'Connell, it should be manipulation.
Should
Well,
be shit talking.
Nice.
And
was good.
what makes you say that?
Well, you haven't started shooting us yet. You obviously have us at a disadvantage. We don't know where you are.
Well, you
Last
are in
I
my
checked,
you are in my
don't talk.
base. I'd be a poor commander if I didn't have the advantage.
You're not wrong.
Won't be the last they send.
Why add more bloodshed when you can just turn her over and get it over with?
But it's also you, the commander, that's talking to us instead of you sitting down grunts. So that furthers my suspicion that you might want to cut a deal.
Well, I'm sure you've already noticed my base is not exactly in tip-top working order.
Yeah, you also have some infestation problems, right?
Ah, the observant one. Cruz, is it?
Pleasure to meet you, Major. Hopefully this ends as a good conversation, not a bad one.
Likewise. So, you're here for the general. Could have pieced that together as much. Don't know where she's at. Offloading all of her trinkets up to the trunk of Lang. Just trying to keep a few last people here safe.
Hey, we all want to get out of here alive.
There's no point in us killing each other if you just turn her over. Let her, sit trial for her
this-
crimes.
Or you guys evacuate your men and let us handle the rest. We don't need to be firing at everybody crossing our paths.
There's no reason Marines should be killing each other. Not because of this lunatic.
One of you can give me a manipulation, and I'll let the other 3 assist. So take a +1 for each of you.
Tagar.
No, Cruz, don't you have like a baller manipulation?
No, my manipulation is 1, but my empathy is 4, so I roll 5.
I think it should be Tagar since he's the squad leader.
That's true.
And this
Okay,
one
you
will
can
be
knock it.
this one will be opposed.
And this one will probably be empathy, not
Yeah.
menacing,
Get three extra from us.
which is what I would get for menacing.
Oh, neat. Ooh, that's good, but you could push.
I don't have a signature item.
Oof.
It's okay.
Okay, that's what sweet.
You have
sweet
nap
napper
relief.
for.
Yeah.
That's true.
Got my little friend in a bottle here.
Just one more hit will be okay.
It's the last mission. What could go wrong?
Right?
One more between friends.
4's good.
So at that
Drugs are
point,
better.
you see from around this corner, looks like he was leaning up against the wall, steps out a blackguard, obviously by his armor. You see a fairly well-built male, looks to be of Asian descent, clean-shaven, pretty short black hair, fairly handsome looking. And he's got one of his blackguard assault rifles, but as he turns the corner, he's got it, just slung like this. He's not pointing it at you guys. Where is his artwork so I can share that with the group? There we go. Boom. Major Khaliji.
Nice.
Not sure what type of weapon a Khaliji is, but I'm sure it's some weird thing none of us have ever heard of before.
It's a one-handed, single-edged, and curved scimitar by the Seljuk Empire.
Okay.
It's also used. It's like a Turkish weapon. It looks like, yeah.
Something
He's
Tagar
ready.
needs to just wield.
All right.
He looks like he's wearing Spartan armor.
You think it's a tactical advantage that make these womb soldiers so freaking hot, or?
Oh yeah. They're definitely
He's
getting
in
into the womb.
It looks a little bit like the guy that played Spike in the Cowboy Bebop live action.
Oh
Is it-
yeah,
Oh, maybe
you're
a little
right.
bit.
What's his name?
Maybe a little.
Henry Cho? Is that his name? I think.
Don't know.
Anyway.
I always just think of Harold and Kumar every time I see
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he steps around the corner, and he's kind of got his chin up a little bit as he's regarding you guys, and you see he in his hand he has a detonator, and you can see it's green. The light is green, and he flips something, and the light turns red, and he puts it in his pouch on his belt. And Tagar, you hear a click near your feet, and you see that there's a tripwire of a landmine that he has up against the wall. It's a nice
We knew that
change.
was there. We
Nice
knew.
change of pace to run into someone who's willing to talk rather than pull a trigger.
Make sure
Yeah.
our weapons are down,
Yeah.
and be like, look, we've lost enough in this fight. So, like I said, we're not your enemy. We don't have to be your enemy. Just let us clear the rooms. We'll let anybody we find that's not Vaughn is free to go. Nobody fires on us. We don't fire on them. If you're willing to work with us, have a nice day.
Probably vouch for you as well. You can get aboard the ship we're on instead of the one that Vaughn's trying to leave on. That hopefully won't be here very long.
All right.
Quick question, Game Mother, because we're not just here for Vaughn. So it's more of a question for Sean. Who were the other people we were supposed to also bring back? 'Cause it wasn't
You were
just
told
Vaughn.
to bring back anybody who might have any knowledge of Deep Void's activities.
Anyone important, technically.
What did he say? He was a colonel or some shit? What's this dude's rank?
Major.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
major. That he's major.
Yeah.
I mean, he would know stuff, so.
So, O'Connell says, I think we could work out some kind of immunity with you if you cooperate. I don't think there's any saving Vaughn, but
Well, Vaughn betrayed her oath to the UA at the expense of a lot of my womb soldier brothers and sisters. There's some that are still loyal to her despite all that, but it doesn't sit right with me.
that just means you're sane.
We're just looking for information for whoever will talk, whoever has the information.
Well,
If you're willing to kind of fill in some blanks that they have up there.
Testify. They want her to go to trial.
I'll testify. Sure thing.
Do you have a way off planet? Oh, got your own ship?
We still got 3 drop ships up top. One is in the hangar. The other 2 are up top on the landing pad.
If you want to collect your men that are loyal to you, start heading that way.
Hard to say who's loyal at this point. That's why we've been bunkered down here. The base is still full of, well, not nearly as much staff as normally here. This place can hold up to 500 people. It's down to a skeleton crew now, but a bunch of technicians and researchers packing up Vaughn's trinkets. Couple other womb soldiers. Couple other lieutenants and things like that. Couple execs. They're scattered about. It's all gone to hell. So.
Wonderful. How many of those creatures can we expect around here? We ran into one on the cable car.
Whole hive broke loose.
Oh, fuck.
That's not good.
How many are in a hive?
Last count, 4 dozen.
Oh,
Are they all running around this base?
Hard to say at this point. With the storm coming in, damage to the base, some of these creatures running loose. There's no organization. There's not much left of it, really. Some people are still going about like it's just another day. Vaughn had some of the Blackguard executing, loose ends as she sees it.
Is there any servers that we can pull data from? Anything still standing? Anything worthwhile to collect from here?
Well, up on level 2, that's where she had most of her collection on display. The private suites for all the execs are up there. They're still packing stuff up. You'll probably find stuff there. Main research labs on level 4. And level 5 is weapons development and storage. Level 6, that's where the vault and the freezers are. Well, I should say where the vault was.
Is that where the hive was?
It's where the queen was.
Where the hive is now, bro.
another queen.
Well, Queen was.
Yeah, someone ejected the module when things got loose. Not sure where
Does
the
that mean
queen
she's
is.
loose somewhere?
I haven't
Did it
seen
drop
it.
into like Caldera or?
Yeah, that's where it would have dropped, yeah.
Okay. We did see some weird stuff in the water before we came here. That's not a good sign.
Any idea where there is some first aid?
There's an operating theater down on level 4. Should be some supplies in there, whatever's left.
We go there.
There's also a barracks up on level 1. That's where the sub hangar is for the dropships. There's a barracks and staging area for the, well, Blackguard and the station staff. Plenty of med kits and stuff up there. Or there were.
Okay.
Yeah. Does barracks have like an armory as well?
Yeah, there's a staging area. Supply lockers and things.
Maybe we hit level 1, resupply, and then find our way down to wherever we might find Vaughn.
It's good to me.
Well, you're welcome to tag up with us, or figure out, how you want to, collect your loyalists.
I got a few techs in here. That's about all I've been able to really confirm. Don't really want to put more people at risk. Everyone's kind of out for themselves at this point. You'll find there's a very typical Wei-Yu attitude permeating the base at this precise moment.
Good old Wei-Yu.
I mean, wouldn't it be bad if you took long? At least it'll give your other blackguards some insight that, hey, we're not here to kill them.
Is there a way we can maybe turn off the railguns or redirect them to the Trunga Olang?
He kind of bites his lower lip. He's like, I can turn them off. Don't feel right opening fire on friendlies, even if they're not all bad up there.
Yeah.
Plenty of soldiers just doing their job. AWs tend to be more loyal than most.
Right.
We aren't really built to think.
Off's better than not, so.
Yeah. We can work with that.
All right, give me another manipulation roll here, Sean.
Okay. Two successes.
He nods his head, and you see he kind of backs up, and he kind of steps a little bit out of sight. You kind of still see him. He's obviously like working on the door control, and you hear a door open, and he shouts inside, shut the railguns down. And there's a pause for a moment, and he says, "Do it." And then, obviously, the techs inside are starting to do that.
Can we reach Weaver right now?
When you guys try your comms, no. The storm is still interfering.
Still interfering, okay.
Yeah. I'd have to just hitch a ride with one of the transports they got.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah. And then we can give, codes to the ship once we get close so they know we're friendly, right?
Well, right now, we gotta keep moving. We have a little bit of an advantage here now. So, how do we get to the lifts?
He points to this door in the middle. He's like, this is the central lift. Goes through every floor of the facility. There's also ladder shafts in there as well, if the lift stops working or becomes compromised.
You have access codes to the terminals and anything, so maybe if we need to download information, we could just use your credentials.
Yeah, I'm sure he would have something like that. So,
Sick.
yeah, we'll say he
Right.
Sword 1, 2, 3.
throws you like an access card or something.
Oh, sweet.
Do you want us to send anybody to come find you?
He gives you his frequency for like his personal comms unit. You know, that still seems to be working in the station. He says, I think we'll stay bunkered down here. Relatively safe. There's only 2 entrances. One goes to the lift. One's this door here. Once it's clear, you guys are ready to book it. We'll get in the lift and head up there. Hop on one of the drop ships.
You fought these things a lot? Kind of experience with dealing with these creatures?
Much as someone can.
Yeah.
The whole point of the
Lots of
facility,
events.
really.
They seem to come from anywhere. Good luck.
Yeah. You too.
Thanks.
Hey, let's move.
Yeah.
Alright. So he steps back inside, shuts and locks the door, and you guys can get into the lift and head on up or down. Which, I'm going to delete your tokens, because if we keep coming back to levels, and you pick your tokens locked to whatever your character sheet certainly is, it's going to cause all sorts of problems. So, what floor do you guys want to go to?
Derek's first resupply. Is that what he said?
So, right? Yeah.
Alright, so that's
Level 1.
Yep. Alright, I will give you guys access to this. And put you in the lift. It's the only problem with multi-floored maps. It's a little weird. Alright. Okay. So you open the door to the lift, and I know you guys can't see it, but basically the ladder is right here. There's a wall for some reason, but like it's in the shaft and along that wall if you were to get in the elevator shaft. So you open the door, and you see in front of you is basically the area where you would get on the rail car, the tram, you know. So it looks kind of like almost like a train station, you know. So it's raised, and you can see the track is above you guys. So the car would be hanging from the ceiling, the monorail as it comes through. And I need to open some other notes here. Sorry, there's a different journal entry for each level, so there's like a lot of them. Okay.
Should my vision only be 2 squares long?
No, why is that all you see?
Yeah, it's limited.
Is that for everybody?
I don't think so.
I feel like more than 2 square.
Are you guys able to see to here?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, what about to here?
Yes.
Everybody except O'Connell? Okay, hold on, O'Connell, let me fix your token. It's probably just the vision thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's change that. Alright, how about now?
Magnifique.
See better? Okay.
Yeah.
So, when you guys walk into this area, there is a heavy plume of smoke kind of filling the whole room, and some of the lights are flickering. You can hear the sound of like sparks kind of emanating from some damaged equipment, and you can see that the monorail has come derailed and is basically smashed. It's like it's come in from the right. It was obviously heading towards the left, and it's off the rail. There's like 3 or 4 cars that are smashed, crumpled, and it looks like one of them was like a flatbed type of car, and it had looks like it had some stasis tubes on it. Looks like about a dozen of them. Most of them are destroyed, smashed, shattered, or otherwise opened. It looks like a heavy fight went down in here. You see lots of bullet holes, burn marks, but really no blood. You also see that laying on the floor, there are 2 tubes that are still intact. One of them is empty. The other one contains some sort of xenomorph. It looks different from the one you just killed. This one's head has a bunch of ridges that go down the back, and it looks a little bit bulkier and bigger. And my camera's out of whack. Sorry about that, folks.
It's not a crusher, is it?
No, it's not that big.
It's a soldier.
It's just a little bit bigger than the one you fought. But there we go. I think we got
Should
it.
we, yeah, looks good. Should we, take care of that?
Yeah, get.
Should.
Let me use my, motion tracker, see if there's anything around us. Or did someone else bring the motion tracker?
I brought one.
Okay, I don't have
I
one.
brought bombs.
I also brought a bomb.
No. I brought bombs.
Yeah, and I'm saying I brought one singular bomb.
They set us up the bomb. All right, let it rip.
Hey,
I think I gotta turn off my lamp.
I love that all the real cars and this music, especially like the piano and everything that you're playing right now. This vibes Alien so bad. Like we're down the hive. Not Alien. I'm sorry. Resident Evil. We're like down the hive right now.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
They used the motion tracker.
you hit the power and then it tells
just do
us
a
stuff.
power thing. That's all you gotta do.
I'm trying to hit power. It's not doing anything.
Hit it harder. I don't know.
Are you doing the power on the inventory or power on your general tab?
On consumables?
Should be inventory, yeah.
Try doing it
Inventory
off the. Try doing it on the item versus on
Yeah,
the
just
general
click
tab.
the...
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I think that way it'll, if it deducts it, it should deduct it
Yep, it
automatically
did.
from that item. Okay.
Proper one.
So you get, there's 2 blips in this room. Well, I guess you guys can't tell how big the room is, but to your southeast. Not much movement, but a little bit enough to set off the motion tracker.
Right. Well, we probably wouldn't alert it. I imagine with our suppressed fire, possibly, maybe. Our suppressors.
Yeah.
Luckily, Cruz suggested that. Or, well, he insisted on it.
Yeah, insisted is definitely what. Please. It's supposed to be a stealth mission.
So as Tagar, you're using the motion tracker. What are the other 3 of you doing at this point?
Just kind of scanning the area.
Aiming at. I'm like practicing aiming at this thing's face.
Okay. Reed, what about you?
I'll just be, I guess, an Overwatch with their surrounding.
Okay. You can see there are 3 other doors out of here. There's one right to your north next to the lift, and there's 2 over here. There's well, you guys will be able to probably see one of them where Reed is standing. Now the way this goes, the map is a little backwards. These little side parts actually go under the track. So if you guys are basically where your tokens are, you'd be standing on the track. This is the platform here. The track goes out. These are currently closed, these doors, but obviously they would open if the tram was working. But these walkways go under to make room for the tram, so it can go under it while the tram goes above it.
Okay.
Cheaper to make a walkway that goes under versus reconfiguring the whole monorail system to like go down for like a few feet.
Yeah. Probably less challenging too.
Yeah, less complex for sure. So, but it's the tram itself is like crumpled up against this door. If you wanted to get through it, you'd have to do some serious maneuvering or moving of shit, or maybe some heavy machinery to cut some stuff loose. So as you guys are doing that, Tagar, you're checking the motion tracker. Cruz, you're scanning. Reed, you're on Overwatch. O'Connell, you're watching the tube of the soldier, and you notice it twitches, and it like smashes its hands up against the glass and it cracks.
I immediately open fire.
All right, go ahead.
Full auto. I'm not
Okay.
fucking around anymore.
If I'm in Overwatch, I'm probably seeing this too, and I'm also just gonna shoot on his assumption of shooting it.
Wow.
Ah, oof.
Wow.
Okay. Reed, please roll me mobility against the alien.
Oh,
Because-
lovely.
You
Nice. Not nice.
okay. So O'Connell, you shoot this thing. Your bullets rip through some of the glass. You strike the creature inside. Let me see if it's armor piercing, right? Yeah, you gotta.
Yes.
All right. You see, most of your bullets are either breaking through the glass or hitting part of the tube. You do see a few spots where you hit the creature, and some acid obviously spews out. It shrieks in rage. And Reed, just as you turn to fire, this thing smashes through the glass like a split second faster than you can. Glass gets shattered everywhere, and I guess O'Connell's probably the closest because he's actually watching it. And it leaps basically out of this. It's like almost curled up. It's like compressed in this glass. It shatters out, and it goes right for O'Connell. Unfortunately, you did not beat it, so it does count as winning. So it is going to make an attack on O'Connell. And hold on. It's rolling on the wrong table. Is this thing messed up? Do I have to do this manually, maybe? Let me try this, hold on.
Oh my
course.
god. That's like the 7th one for him.
It leaps out, mouth first, in your direction. The inner jaw striking out to end you. I guess, you didn't
Ends
aim,
the
right?
roll.
You didn't aim, right? You just did, full auto?
I did aim.
Oh. Then you don't have an action. Please roll your armor. It only has one
I do.
success.
Just one O'Connell. One. Oh my
One.
god.
Is that all he needed?
It technically has a base damage of 2.
His base damage is 2. 1 still got through.
Do you have a story point?
Hold on.
you do.
We do from last mission, yes.
I'm about to bodyguard you.
Oh. How does that work?
If someone within short range is hit by an attack, I can dive in to take the hit.
Well, you don't have to do that
Well-
because blocking, remember, cancels out successes.
Success.
Not damage.
Oh, cool.
So,
Nice.
I was gonna say, and plus I'd rather use a story point than risk you dying. Like, let's
so it it's in such a rush to get to you. It's kind of, it has to get out of this tube where it's kind of compressed. So the inner jaw snaps, and it you manage to get your gun up in time, and it bends part of that top handle that you can hold it on, kind of just chunks right through it, but you're okay. And now, Reed, you can do your Overwatch, and then we'll go into initiative, if you still want to shoot.
Yes.
I lived through another head bite, ladies and gentlemen.
It's
so many,
it's
bro.
insane. It is insane. Are you going to live through the acid that he's about to pour on you, though?
Probably not.
Sorry, there should be 2 more because of the specialist I forgot to add.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So 3 dice.
Wow, he didn't.
Maybe
he didn't run out
knock
of
it
ammo.
back.
No
Wait.
clicking.
Maybe push and get more stress. Maybe. No.
Oh, it's right on top of O'Connell. Do I want to
Yeah, do you wanna-
splash him with...
Do you want to push
could
it
use it- you-
onto O'Connell?
You could use a success to like push it away.
Good. Could do that.
All right,
Yeah,
I
why
guess
not?
not.
Well,
Push him.
okay. He's still gonna hit by the acid, because
Yeah.
he doesn't get pushed and then splurt acid. It's the
At
other
least he
way
won't be
Right,
engaged.
around. Okay.
Right.
All
Be
right.
less acid damage, though.
So how much damage total on this guy?
4.
4 damage, huh? It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Solid.
Son of a brother.
Oh, come on.
3 of 5. Oh, this thing is pissed off.
Cool.
So, well, hold up. That was its armor.
Oh, I apologize. I thought it was the acid damage.
Okay, so you did 4 damage total?
Yeah.
Okay, so it takes 1. I mean, you still rolled nothing on your armor there, O'Connell. But maybe the acid won't hurt you. It's only 11 dice.
Survey says, better luck next time.
Oh my god.
Not even hard for O'Connell.
Everything's
Okay.
coming up, Millhouse.
Add yourselves to the initiative track, please. You will gain a point of stress. This is a new type of alien.
Come on.
Them's the rules, bro. You can tell this one is taking much more of a beating than the other one is. Okay.
A couple roll-offs.
Reed,
I rolled
And
a second,
Tagar.
another 2.
another 2.
Another D10.
Yeah, was
Yep.
it a D10 or a D8 this time? Oh, the xenomorph rolled a D4. It got a 1. How about that? Oh, so it's so
rolled a
fast.
D1.
Yeah, I flipped a coin. It's so fast. Okay, so Tagar is going after before the soldier. So we'll make the soldier 2.2. There we go. That's right. Correct. Read first,
Yep.
then Tagar. Okay.
Yep.
Read initiative 1. What do you do?
We are aiming and full autoing.
Okay.
Very nice.
Oh,
That's a pretty good roll. Pretty good.
Yeah. 7 damage?
Okay. takes 5. It is still standing.
Come on, Tagar, you can do it.
And Acid Splash.
Well, did that other attack that I did that knock it away or no? Since it still took 1 damage, right? No.
Well,
Yeah,
you said you did
He's
a
a
total of
stunt.
4 damage. And
Yeah,
you-
I rolled
two-
it up
two
for
stuns.
5. It was only 4 because I used 1 for the stun.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
2 successes.
He had
3.
3.
Because he had to roll the extra 2 dice.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot about that. Okay, then
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
It is knocked back. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Tagar, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna try and aim too.
Ooh. Gun goes click. But you do hit it.
3 damage.
Is that one armor piercing?
Goes click a lot. It is armor piercing.
Oh, sorry.
Damn.
Okay. You riddle it with a few more bullets, and it finally goes down.
Good job, boys.
Nicely done.
My God.
And
He-
reload.
Yeah.
For once, Reed's not clicking his gun.
Don't let it get to your head, kid.
Don't jinx it. You still have, 2.5 more missions.
Still got a whole mission to finish here, buddy.
Don't worry, plenty of ammo.
We did overstock ammo. And we're going to restock what we lost.
Yeah, O'Connell does kind of a flavor and reload, and it's just the Cruz. Cruz, you want to check that movement? Make sure that we didn't cause too much of a ruckus.
Yeah, I got that.
Oh yeah, I
Oh.
forgot it was Tagar had it.
Yeah.
Shit.
I am not good at this thing.
Yeah, there's still movement in there.
Does it look like it's more frantic? Can we tell?
No, it's about the same. But Bunnilla Mythbuster is giving you a congratulations for not burning through ammo for once in your entire RPG existence.
I've done something good.
Whole mission, man. You're doing great.
Yes.
You saved my ass just now.
Oh.
I guess try and find the armory, kind of clear out the rest of this area.
What do you guys want to do? Left or right?
The armory is.
Probably go towards some of the other movement.
Yeah.
Was that not? That was south of us, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Movement was south.
But
This is a
south over
walkway,
this
right?
direction.
So we have to go through up in here.
Yeah, hold on. Is there a wall there? Is that why it's being stupid? Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me delete the wall, because that doesn't matter. Delete the interior wall there. Okay. Yeah, you can move through here now.
Okay. And then
Want to go north or south?
let's go south because that's where we saw the movement.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you try the door there, Tagar, and it like you try to open it. It feels like there's something blocking it on the other side.
I'm gonna try and check the edges, see if there's anything like black growth or anything around the edges of the door.
Give me an observation roll.
No.
You don't see any black growth.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try and turn the knob and kind of give it a harder shove, shoulder it.
All right, give me a strength.
Can I assist him?
Well, I guess
Like,
heavy
jump-
heavy machinery. Yeah, you can assist. Up to two people could fit here.
Upping your
2 more
butt
dice.
as you push into the wall.
Okay, so you basically you give it a shove. You hear like something screech, and it opens a little bit, and then you guys together, 1, 2, 3, you ram the door at the same time, and you hear another loud screech of metal on metal. There's clearly something blocking the door, and you get it open enough where, like, Tagar, you kind of stumble in, and then you hear the sound of guns go off in your direction.
Oh.
And that is where we'll take our break.
Sweet.
So, we'll be right back, folks. We gotta get some of that sweet, sweet Dr. Pepper. Also, I got my Dr. Pepper Japan shirt on today for you, Scott. Look at that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Looks good on you.
Thank you. It's already shrunk going through the wash once or twice. It's not... This is why I always buy my clothes like 2 sizes larger. They always shrink. All right, we'll be back in a few. Peace.
BRB.
And... All right, so you throw the door open. Oh, ram the door open, I should say. And there is a burst of gunfire. And you hear a voice shout, "Oh shit!" And then you hear the gunfire go off. Would Tagar,
Yes.
high or low?
I'm gonna go with low.
Okay. So, there is a single burst of gunfire in your direction. You can see, when you kind of stumble through on the map here, we'll zoom out a little bit, you can see this this thing on the map. It's you've seen these before, although you guys saw the UPP version. Basically, these like cage barracks setups where it's these big, massive cages where they have bunks built into it, and the cages kind of act as like separate rooms, so to speak. You can see what looks like taking cover in one of these cages is a pair of Blackguard soldiers. One of them has opened fire at you. The other one is got his gun pointed. I mean, they've got maybe like a bed or a table flipped over, obviously taking cover. But he does not. Only one of them opens fire on you. Here we go. All right, that is a total of 4 damage, armor piercing. Okay. Armor does not soak any damage.
But his resilience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take 3 damage. And a point of stress as you're shot. And let's do initiative here.
Is the injury stress per combat?
I believe so, yes.
No, good to know.
Oop, that's bad. I'm gonna take the 5.
Let me, you know what? I'll check that, Scaarr, because,
It's important for you guys, but this is my first. Oh no, because I took damage. No, I didn't
took
take damage
against-
today.
yeah.
it's my first point of damage in my life.
Well, is it during like, the mission, the session, or the every fight? Yeah.
Let's say this is my first today, but
Yeah.
That
Oh,
matters
must
to
be
you
nice. I was hit by a wave of acid I didn't even cause.
Right?
bring a shield next time. You could have taken anything you wanted.
Okay, thanks. I'm decked out with 9 kilograms of gear. 10.25 kilograms.
So, to be fair, rules is written, you suffer 1 or more points of damage. So anytime you suffer damage in this game, you would be gaining stress. So I
Ugh.
normally have been capping it at just the first time you take damage in a fight.
That works.
So,
We would have been, but
again, play nice. So, you are hit. You take a shit ton of damage. Well, it's only 3. It's probably not even half your health because you guys are so stacked. So thick. Let's put the black guard up here. Pachoom! Here comes the 1. Oh, there's the 2. Okay.
Yeah. Cruz should be a 5 because my second roll was a 5.
oh well, you better roll off there, sir.
Nicely done.
Yeah. A 5 again.
Now this
Why are you rolling
motherfucker
a
rolls a
D12?
D12! What a fucking
Wait,
cheater! You know, you go. No, you don't get to mess up 3 times. You're going after Cruz. All right.
I'm honestly, I'm not even paying attention.
Exactly.
For,
Okay?
like which
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll my initiative, guys. Oh, wow. Somehow I got a 4.
Oh my god.
was it a D12 worse? So I mean,
Yeah, technically.
It doesn't matter. You're still cheating. You're still cheating.
Okay.
Somehow. Yeah.
I don't know how.
Doesn't.
Next,
You
you're gonna be
know-
rolling the D100 option.
It's bad enough Scaarr doesn't listen to half the shit I say. You know.
Nobody
Yeah,
takes
just in the
fucking
head.
notes.
You sound like my wife.
Well, maybe you should fix that. It's clearly a problem.
Yeah. If I'm ever there hanging out with you guys, I'm gonna back her. Whatever the argument is, I'm gonna be like, "You're right. Fuck this guy."
you and everybody else we hang out with.
Okay, so, the shots go off. You stumble in. What I need to do here. So one of the black guard, the one that doesn't shoot you, Tagar, and O'Connell, you see this too because you're behind Tagar, but you see him take some hits as he like gets ready to start taking some cover. You see the one guy go like, "It's not the fucking thing, man." However, does the other guy listen? Is the question. He's panicked. We're gonna do opposed manipulation here.
Tagar pulls out the RPG.
This is the guy trying to talk his buddy down.
Hey, one's good.
Okay. The other guy. Okay. So he like gets his hand on the guy's gun and like puts it down. And the guy like stops shooting. You can see they're pretty panicked and they look a little stressed out.
That's our chance to wipe him out.
What do you do, Tagar? That's what they do on their action.
Was it Cruz next, or do I go? Because it was with me.
Well, you're the first in the door, so Cruz and Reed don't really even have line of sight to this.
Okay. I'm gonna put my shield up and be like, hey, we're not your enemy. We're not here to fight.
And the one
Aliens down.
The one black guard is like, "Fuck, man, man, I didn't mean to fucking shoot you. Are you all right?" And the other guy's like, "You fucking idiot." God.
Look, we just came up here to re-gear. We just came up here to re-gear. We took care of the xenomorph, the alien creature. How many more are there up here?
All right. So things kind of calm down a bit, and we don't need this. We don't need this intense music anymore. You know, Blackguard. You never know how things are gonna turn out. Just keep shooting at that point. So the one who didn't shoot you is like, you fucking killed that thing. And,
Yeah.
You see like a look of relief like over their faces.
Wait.
Yeah.
We killed one that was already trapped, Tagar. It's already in the test tube.
That's what I'm asking. Like, how many were you defending against?
This is fucking. What did they call it? And he looks at the other guy and he's like, I think it was a gore burster? What they called it? I don't know. It's got all this fucking pink shit on it, and like the one guy like turns and you see that like a whole bunch of these cages, it looks like a fucking like a body exploded, and there is like goo and viscera and like pink slime all over the place. And he's like, yeah, it looks like that.
I don't think we fought anything like that. What the fuck?
And then you see
I don't think that's the one we fought.
the look of panic and stress quickly returns, perhaps even slightly worse than it was before. When you say that.
Can we get everybody inside and close the door again?
Yeah, can we join you guys?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What is everybody else doing? Is Tagar says
Yeah.
that.
Get the fucking
I'll fucking come in and
Pile
close the
in.
door and
Rebarricade it.
Okay, so we'll talk to them. We'll let them know what we heard from Quasi, right? Quasi,
Kaliji?
Kaliji.
Yeah, here I'll put it in chat. Kaliji.
Kilimanjaro.
Kaliji.
I know
Okay.
that's really hard to read because of all the I's and J's and L's. But
The eyes and shades.
yeah,
all the dotted letters. Okay, so we'll explain the situation from him. There you go. From Major. And say we just came up here to resupply. Is there any gear left?
they kind of look at each other like all the gears in the staging area, man. This thing's been hunting us. Barricaded ourselves in here. And this is the first time
more
you've
you
really
guys-
seen like Blackguard kind of worried, or like obviously showing any signs of like fear. It's kind of weird.
How many more of you guys were up here?
That's it, man.
Are you
Just
the last
two
two?
of us. Just the two of us.
Okay. Where's the staging area?
He points the way you guys came out across the hall.
Okay.
You guys are more than welcome
Well,
to join us. Better
Do we wanna
numbers.
bunker down here for a little bit. Patch you up.
Yeah, is there actual med kits in that? Any extra med kits in here?
Give me an observation roll to see if anything's left.
Yeah, wouldn't this be like a safe place if they've been fine, right?
One.
You find one med kit still left.
Nice.
Looks like this place is in a lot of disarray.
Toss it to Cruz. Be like, hey, help me out a bit.
Okay.
Am I the only one who's still hurt?
I've got a little bit of damage, but I'm generally okay.
I'm very badly wounded.
Okay.
Oh, it shows a second success on there. Beans.
I'm 4 of 6.
That's 4 more health than you need.
Sorry, bud.
It's how tonight's gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, we could just see if we can maybe fortify this place and just rest up a little bit.
Do we notice anything else in this area? In this
I mean,
barracks commons room?
it's huge. It looks like this could house probably a couple hundred people. Each of these cages
Goddamn.
probably house about maybe 100 people, give or take. So it's obviously not to scale.
Okay. When you say cage, you mean like an actual cage?
Well, no, it's like each of those things. It's like rather than having walls, it's cages, like cage walls for the room, and then inside each of those rooms are like dozens of bunks and beds and things like that. I mean,
Okay.
it looks like the cages are mostly set up for the like actual barracks for like soldiers and things like that. But this other half on the left, that's more of like the common area where you would see like traditional bunking setups for the non-soldier staff. But there's enough here to fit a couple hundred people probably. But you guys are used to cramped spaces being in the military, so they've made effective use of space.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and get some more information on the alien that's hunting us now. Does
Okay.
he
What do you
attack from the ceilings? Does he, how has he been? What is his like habit so far?
This thing fucking exploded out of this one guy, and it like just started tearing through people, and then some of them started exploding, and he like just points to just like, you're not sure. It looks like more than one thing exploded. That's like how much goo is like covering, like it looks like just an absolute massacre, a total bloodbath.
We're gonna describe. I'll describe what was in like the tube that we had killed, and ask if that's something that they recognize.
He's like, yeah, that the other guy that's not as terrified, the guy that didn't shoot you. So the guy that didn't shoot you, you see on his like badge it says Saber, and the guy that did shoot you is Axe, and Saber's like, no, that's a pure breed. This is something new.
Wonderful, more new things.
The fucking science nerds created something even more dangerous.
They've been
Again?
fucking with all sorts of stuff on this base, man.
Hey, if you can help us get across to the staging area to gear up, we can help get you guys to the lift. If we move together in a team, we can maybe get off this level.
Yeah, okay. You got a deal.
Alright. Do we need to take 15, 30 minutes? How's everybody feeling?
I didn't. Did I get healed at all? I had to step
I
away.
used the medkit on Tagar, and I didn't do well, so no, I have not healed you. So 30 minutes might not be bad.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
hang,
that'll
we'll
be
heal.
help for you.
Get too stressed down as well, which is probably needed.
Okay.
Yep, I'll go
Half
with
an
that.
hour, check our gear, clean up, and kind of come up with a plan for what's next. That sound fair?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, this girl, she's asking for like dating advice. She's trying to figure out why she can't ever, get a guy. So she's talking to one of her friends, who is a guy, trying to figure out, and just asks him, what am I doing wrong? And he says, well, I can give you a tip about what, I mean, I've got a few ideas. I can give you a tip. And she says, well, I'd prefer the whole thing.
I saw where that was coming from a mile away. That was not very
Yep.
good.
Well, I can't be, they can't be all bangers, Chris.
I think they can. But we need to try harder.
Yeah. You heard the one about the hillbilly? How do you circumcise a hillbilly?
No.
Kick his sister in the jaw? Yeah.
I already did a redneck joke tonight. I can't.
Yeah, I was playing off of that. That's what friends do.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
Awful lot of assumptions here, friends.
Friends? Buddy, we're just coworkers.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Back up.
All right. So how long are you guys gonna stay here for?
Half an hour.
Turn? Oh, 2 turns.
Half an hour.
Right? 30 minutes, you said?
Yeah, 2 turns.
2 turns will bottom my stress out and give me 2 health, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that'll give me a health, and because of the banter, I'll remove 4 stress, so I'm good with that.
All right. So you get through the first turn. So you guys heal your point of health, and you reduce your stress by 2 because of the banter. And then there is a loud crash at the door you guys came through. And you see that something heavy hits it and begins to, like, knock it open. It's just a little bit at first. Obviously, who or whatever's on the other side doesn't expect it to be barricaded. And the 2 blackguard, like, jump up in shock. Fuck, man, it's probably a fucking thing. It's back.
Hold on. I mean, shit, let's just say something and see if it's a person.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of try and give a command.
Go into Overwatch.
Okay.
Likewise.
I will also go into Overwatch if our commander is talking.
And I'm just gonna yell out this Sergeant Tagar. Who's at the door?
Your message is returned with an inhuman shriek and another smash at the door.
Oh, that answers that.
Yep.
Yes, it does.
Cool. Sweet. I'm gonna be aiming. I'm actually gonna be using my storm rifle.
And, alright. It smashes the door a couple more times. And, eventually gets to the point where, like, it's just open, maybe, like, an inch or 2. And you see this black carapist hand reach through to try to, like, reach around the door and start to push it open. But the thing that's different about this is you see this, what basically matches some of this pinkish goo slime that you see, like, all over the cage and the walls, is, like, secreting off of this thing's arm as it's trying to force its way in.
Do you have time for a free action?
Yeah.
I'll say to the black guy, what's with the pink goo?
I don't know, man. That's why they call it a fucking gore burster, I guess.
It explains nothing.
I will gesture with my hand as a free action to all the pink goo the game mother has described.
Yeah, the door, starts to get pushed open, like, slowly.
Did anybody?
What do
You have a
see?
cutting torch. Does anybody have a flamethrower?
I got a
got it.
firebomb.
We got a firebomb. We got bombs.
Okay,
Bomb
well,
door.
now's
I mean,
the
once
time
it's
to
got
use
the door
it.
mostly open, yeah, I will open fire.
All right, Cruz, take a shot.
And I'm gonna full auto.
Okay.
You lucky girl.
Aw, beans.
Everybody's stress goes up by 1,
God damn it.
and you just rip right through that energy clip, and you just unload this hail of bolts and arcs of lightning, or whatever the fuck that thing shoots. And you, at this point, the whole arm is, like, through the door. It's, like, almost to its shoulder. And you hit the arm, and you see all this, like, acid, but also this pink, like, slime, like, spewing out of the wound. It shrieks, and it pulls the arm back. And you can hear it, like, stomp away from the door. And you see, like, the acid burning through parts of the floor, and you can see, like, the pink goo, like, almost pulsating for a moment, like, kind of bubbling. It looks kind of like a cross between like the bubbles of bath soap and the fucking pink slime from Ghostbusters 2.
Ew.
Yes. Fucking gross.
Reason to go move over to the other door to watch that door.
Yeah. I think well, you guys haven't seen the thing yet, so. But it's fucking freaky.
I stepped away. Okay. Was it covered that this pink shit is caustic or not?
No, they didn't say.
But we can see, like, it's kind of covering areas, so it's not, like, burning through them, right?
No, it's not burning through. It's just everywhere.
Weird goo.
Let's take a quick taste.
I will reload my gun.
Forbidding bubblegum?
Looks like it's time to move.
Xeno flavored.
Not a phrase I would think to ever hear.
Xeno flavored.
Well, because we determined you're not a freak like some of us are. If I recall from our last discussion last week.
Yes.
I think in this group it's actually 3-2, not freak to freak. I don't remember how Eric voted.
It was 2-2. I don't know. We don't know how Eric voted.
Yeah, Eric, would you fuck the alien with the high heel feet?
I might have to think about that a little bit.
No.
That's fair. Let us know next week what you think. We'll send you some pictures.
or just go to the Discord. It's a
Subscribe to the Dragon's Greed Patreon to know if Eric would fuck a xenomorph.
Yeah.
And to see the photos.
Custom art drawn by our very own Kyle.
Oh my god, that'd be great.
There's fan fiction.
And then Tagar stroked the xenomorph's head.
Let's move on. All right.
Oh, you're not panicked anymore.
So-
by the way.
Oh, nice.
So we're assuming Cruz is scared it off.
Yeah, you don't hear it anymore.
So I'm gonna kind of go out this door. I mean, he mostly opened it, so I'm gonna try and peek out the door and see if I can.
You see, there's a trail of pink slime. The door across the hall is open, and you can see a trail of pink slime.
Going through that way.
Yeah, from here to there.
We're just gonna turn to the black guard. Are you guys coming?
Coming or not?
Yeah, they're nervous as shit, but they nod and start following.
I've seen this movie. He's gonna get in here.
Don't make it worse.
They always do, man. They always do.
It's game over, man.
Is this the staging area here?
Yes. Yeah, you can tell when you get inside. Move the camera here for everybody. There we go. So what you see when you get in here, so there is a. This door is open too on the left. You can see the trail of slime leads in there. And you can see that door to the left leads to a shower room. You can see the tiled floor of the shower. There's a
Wait, this door right here?
Yeah, that door right there.
So you are trying to have us have sex with it in the shower?
No. I didn't write the fucking mission.
What you decided to do with
I-
it is up to
I
you.
can't explain to you how disappointed I am in you.
In me?
Oh my god.
No, Adam.
Yeah. So the alien attacks Adam.
I let it headbite him.
we all let it.
Maybe it just wants to kill one of us. We haven't tried that yet. Let's see if that works.
let's offer one of us to
Yeah,
hit.
tribute.
I volunteer as tribute.
Do you put your two fingers up? Do the whistle. Okay, so you can see the door there obviously leads into a shower. You can see the tiled floor. The door to the north Let's see. Okay. The door to the north is like a small, like, armory. And the door on the right here is basically like a ready room where you would have, like, your lockers with uniforms and, like, basically non-weapon equipment. When you guys get in here, you can see there is tons of steam pouring out of the showers. Clearly, some of the showers are still on, and you can see that water has basically almost flooded this entire room. There's about an inch of water as you guys walk in, and it's diluted with, well, looks like pink and reddish and black liquids.
Want to use their
Okay.
Where did you say the armory was? North here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Just close the door behind us.
I wouldn't close that door because we need to go out that door. But we saw a trail going into this room with the showers.
Yes.
Right. But, we could just use the motion tracker and see if we can kind of get a gauge for where it is. And I am going to close this door behind us, so it can't just loop us like a killer.
Okay. No power lost this time.
Okay, you turn it on.
That was a Dead by Daylight reference for those that are listening.
Yep. Eerily, there is no movement on the tracker other than the group of you. 6 of you.
Stay inside.
Okay. I'm going to kind of try and close this door and wave everybody over to the armory.
Okay.
Can I check the? I will check the non-weapon staging area. This one.
Yeah, you can open it. Basically, it's you can walk inside so you can see it's like a long closet, basically.
Yeah. We'll look
Is
Is there any armor or anything in there?
Armor, napper leave.
Sorry, say again, Eric?
Armor? Any armor or anything?
Is there armor? It doesn't specify. PCs can find any reasonable clothing, personal gear, transponders in the quartermasters. Would there be armor at the quartermasters, Eric, on a military base?
Trying to think of what constitutes a quartermaster, because we'd pick ours up from like supply mostly.
Yeah, I think there would be, because I don't.
Like if this is where they're gearing up for.
Yeah, I mean
missions,
it's across
there
from
would
the from the
armor.
barracks too, right? So it makes sense. This is probably where they would have it. So, yes. It's all Blackguard armor, though. It's the same type of armor. It's just it's black like theirs, but in essence, it's the same armor that you guys are currently wearing.
Okay, I'm gonna swap out my vest for one that's not damaged from acid damage.
Sure, you can do that.
Can I find some med kits?
Give me another observation roll, please.
That's what I'm looking for also.
All right.
3 successes.
So you're looking around, Cruz, and you get a bit nervous because you realize that this place has been fairly ransacked. It looks like people left in a hurry. Obviously, they were probably mid getting dressed or prepared when shit went down. There's, clothes half hung on walls. There's lockers left open. There's personal effects everywhere. There's like half-tied boots laying all over the floor. You find, though, I'll give you D3 medkits here. Oh, just one.
Beans.
That's why you get so nervous. You see one, you pull it out, and then you start looking in the same place like on everybody else's locker, and they're all empty.
Okay.
How about any utility, like, extra fire bombs, electroshock?
Well, luckily, if you guys try the door to your north there is, the door it's not locked, you're able to open it, and that is the actual armory itself. It looks like, for the most part, it is pulse rifles and ammunition. It looks like there was probably some other weapons in here, but it looks like anything that's not that has been taken.
So yeah, again, O'Connell's searching for medkits also.
Will you, if anybody wants to give me a roll for the armory as well, see if there's anything else in there.
Sure.
So O'Connell, since you're searching, go ahead.
Okay.
Is that observation?
Yeah, but just one
Ouch.
one person can do it.
Oh, okay.
Because you can only search the room once, but O'Connell can have an assist from the two of you. So O'Connell, if you want to
It's
roll
just
two-
me. Yeah, I'll roll 2 more, and depending on these, I'll probably push too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's push.
All right. Okay. O'Connell, you realize, much like Cruz, most of this has been ransacked. It looks like only the very basic shit has been left behind. All the specialty gear is more or less gone. There are no med kits in here. Is there anything else you'd be looking for, weapon-wise?
Just general gear after that.
Anything in particular?
I'm pretty geared out. I think Tagar lost a point of armor, so maybe some Kevlar, anything to.
So I found
fix that for him.
I found it.
Oh,
I
you're
found a replacement vest.
Okay.
about a
Yeah, so
grenade
I'm
launcher?
just looking for a reload and a replacement knife.
Yeah, they
Okay.
would
So
have
ammo.
that stuff. Yeah, the ammo's in here. We'll say a knife. There's probably a knife in the personal effects somewhere.
Okay. RPG. Or a grenade launcher. Something that goes boom. Since
yeah.
we just
You find a grenade launcher.
sick. Here you go, Reed.
It's got 2 grenades left.
Love to see it.
And we can
It
find
looks good
like
on
pulse
you.
rifle ammo in here.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of pulse rifle ammo.
Nice. Weyland-Yutani storm rifle uses pulse rifle ammo for some reason, so I'm fucking good with that.
I'm gonna ask the other 2 guys if they need anything before we head out.
Yeah, they're probably just restocking their ammo.
Okay. All right. If you're all good, let's move.
Am I able to find 3 reloads, or just any amount of reloads for the pulse rifle?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about as many as you want to take is fine.
Sweet.
Yeah, you.
Is it a regular grenade launcher or repeating grenade launcher?
I don't know. High or low?
Hi.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Whichever one you want.
All right.
Ooh. Both.
That's what I like to hear.
What about one of the underbarrel incinerators attachments?
No. That's all. The only thing that's not pulse rifles is the 1 grenade launcher you find.
Right.
I should have brought mine.
And when you're asking the 2 Blackguard if they need anything, Tagar, you do realize that they are carrying heavy pulse rifles, not standard pulse rifles. which you've seen common with the Blackguard. They all seem to be equipped with those, like a standard.
Okay. All right.
Are there any heavy pulse rifles in here? Or?
No.
All right, let's move out then. Let's get to the lifts.
Yeah.
Is there any underbarrel attachments for pulse rifles in here?
Dear God,
Okay.
send me role players.
Whoa. He role plays. His character just has mild amnesia every 30 seconds.
Tagar, could you answer
Glad
that
you
He
question?
hasn't
know
taken
plenty
his
of,
drugs
please.
to set.
Players that listen to
There-
every word you
There
say.
are no underbarrel attachments.
Okay.
Aside from the grenade launcher, there's nothing besides pulse rifles and ammunition in here. Good times.
He also asked the same question about the armor, too.
Yeah.
Two questions in 2 rooms back to back in the same area. So the alien shows up, and it decides to kill Scaarr instead.
It goes to headbutt Reed, but then O'Connell asks that question, and it slowly turns towards him.
it turns slowly with a look on its eyeless face that says, "You did not ask that fucking question."
With its high-heeled feet.
Also, you two are still panicked. I don't know why you're taking your panic effects off. You guys rolled Tremble,
Oh, we are?
which remains in play. Yeah.
For how long?
A turn, which is 15 minutes. Alright. Would everybody please give me a... Let me see here. Observation roll. Optional.
I'm not going to.
With or without stress.
Oh, it's with stress. That's why it's optional.
Fucking pussies.
Oh my
That's a
god.
lot of stress dice.
Oh my god. All that.
4
Smash
ones.
Wow, Tagar, Jesus. That's a first.
I'm
I've never
panicking.
seen that before.
4 ones, and he only got a 5.
Every stress was a panic.
O'Connell's over here with 1 and gets freaking 9.
Okay. So O'Connell and Tagar, you're like the last two to leave the room, and you think you hear something from the showers. Like a loud thud.
We should leave that, right?
Move. Yep, I'm gonna turn to the others and say move now,
All right.
and kind of push O'Connell or push Reed out of the room.
Okay. As you do that, the door bursts open, and you see an alien unlike anything you have ever seen before. It's roughly the size and shape of the soldier xenomorph that you just killed, but the entire body is just coated and dripping this pink goo slime stuff. And you can't tell if it's bleeding or secreting, or like it almost looks like tumors in some place, but it is fucking bizarre looking. So Tagar and O'Connell, you guys are still like, you're at the back of the group basically. We'll say the Blackguard are kind of in between you guys, and then Reed and Cruz like have just left the room, and this thing bursts through the door and lets out this horrific shriek. Everybody's stress goes up by 1. This thing is fucking disgusting. Tagar and O'Connell, you guys will get to roll initiative with this thing, and then it's basically a surprise round to the others because they failed their observation roll. So, new encounter. please. Whoop. Things on the fucking board. Oh god, it's speed 3. Oh, get
Oh,
fucked.
fuck.
Wow, this is bad.
And it goes twice in a row. Oh my god.
Three times in a row.
Well,
Oh, 3.
No, kind of goes
oh,
7.
come on.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, good.
good. It can kill O'Connell twice for asking 2 dumb questions.
Just gotta go back to not asking any questions.
Weaver
Yeah,
kept
but-
telling us to ask
yeah.
questions. I started asking questions, and now I'm just getting shit on.
Yeah, you either get shit on by Weaver or you just die. So those are your choices. Those are the only choices in this campaign. I think we need some intense music for this because this is kind of a fucking weird creature. Do we? How about this one right here? It's good. All right. Creature bursts through the door. Horrifying, terrifying, absolutely disgusting and repulsive. I'm gonna roll a d6 here. 1 through 3, it's going for O'Connell. 4 through 6, gonna go for Tagar and probably die in the process. All right.
Question, Game Mother.
Should we
Would
just-
the 2 Blackguard be on this?
Oh yeah, they should. Well, no, because they failed their test, so they'll be on the next. This is the surprise round.
Gotcha.
Should I just end the encounter now because it's going after Tagar?
You should.
Yes.
We can skip this.
All right. Well, it comes rushing in your direction. And,
Do you have a picture of it?
They don't have a picture of this thing, unfortunately. They're just
So it
using
doesn't
the.
exist.
They're just using the chest burster. No, it does exist. Just
You
in-
gotta use your imagination.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't generate AI art for every single thing in this game. Okay.
I thought that's what Kyle was for.
Kyle's busy.
You know, it's literally. You could have probably taken the Blight Xeno from DVD and just
Yeah.
changed the saturation of pink.
Yeah. Kyle's busy writing his Warhammer Deathmatch that's, taken over a year to do, alright? Let's let him finish that first. Okay, where is this thing's attack tables? What is this called? Gore Burster. Why is it in all caps? That's disturbing. Alright. I have no idea what this thing does, so we're about to find out.
Oh, wonderful. It's a surprise.
That's
Come on.
That's a 6, I think. Oh no, that's a 4. Head attack! With a guttural growl, the Goreburster launches itself at its target's head and face, metallic teeth gnashing. Roll for the attack using 9 base dice. It has 1 success. Base damage 2. If the target hits, the target is knocked prone. If the attack causes damage... Oh, I'm sorry. If it is hit, you are knocked prone. If it causes damage, you take an immediate critical injury. Okay. So, please, if you'd like to burn a fast action to block, you may do so.
Is this a standard close combat attack?
Yes.
Or it's a knife attack?
Did you have your knife out? Okay. Well,
This is basic close combat.
okay. So, you block it with your shield. It still knocks you down, though, so you are knocked prone. But you don't take any damage.
You can swap initiatives or counterattack to do damage.
Oh, I will swap initiatives then.
I gotta check one thing here. Switching initiative is only when you make an attack. Blocking, you can decrease damage, counterattack, or disarm your enemy. Which, you can't disarm this thing, obviously.
So I will disarm it and take its head.
Nice.
You can't just take out its teeth like a dentist. Just
It still has 2 arms and a tail, so... Alright.
But it can't bite me.
gotta start somewhere.
If you want to
I guess
counterattack,
I'll
you can
do-
attempt to do a point of... I think you only do counterattack once, if I recall. Yeah, you can only spend 1 success to do counterattack. You deal damage equal to the attacker equal to the damage rating of your weapon. So 2 damage. Alright, well, let's roll its
Yeah, but
armor.
then it's gonna flash you.
Hell yeah.
Also, if you want to kind of see it,
Or
in the,
not, buddy. You chose the wrong goo monster to fight. All right. Well, you got its attention. It leaps on top of you
Wonderful.
and tries to attack you again. Suffocation. The Goreburster wraps itself around the victim's neck and squeezes like a boa constrictor. Oh. It has 1 success. Base damage 1. If the attack hits, the victim is grappled and begins to suffer the effects of drowning and must make an immediate panic test. Would you like to spend your other fast action to block?
Yes.
You don't have to. You can let it strangle you. I don't mind. Whoa! You need to push that because you need to beat it in order to break the grapple.
I thought defenders won.
Oh, wait,
Oh, damn.
Hold up. 2 things. You can't push because you're defending. So take away that stress and stop your panic. But this is a block. You're not actually grappling it, so you're fine.
Okay.
You're trying to block the damage or the attack. So, my mistake. Okay.
Panic.
1 success is enough. However, this thing is on top of you. It's got you pinned. You actually probably should have taken negatives from that, but that's okay. O'Connell, you are up. This thing has got Tagar pinned to the ground. He's got his shield basically between it and him. It is thrashing. You can see it's like trying to grab him. It's trying to strangle him.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to knock him off. I'm gonna bull rush it and try to knock it off. Is that okay with you? Is there some detail I didn't hear that you can't do that?
I mean,
Are you yelling at the game mother?
you,
Where are you getting aggro at?
I mean, this thing is like
You didn't
twice.
answer me. You didn't say okay right away. So
This
I'm like,
thing
oh,
is
God.
like twice your size.
But he's gonna push it with the metal arm.
How good is your gun? Just shoot the damn thing.
What, do you want to be rained in acid?
I got his blessing. That's all I need really to go full auto on this thing.
Okay.
We don't know if it's blood's acidic, but you know he's I have
Pretty
to
sure
follow
we
orders.
do know its blood is acidic.
I have to follow orders.
Shoot it.
You made me do this.
Well, that's not bad.
Shoot
Wow.
it better.
Pretty good.
Connell.
I mean,
Oh,
Question.
okay. I only saw
Did you-
2, so
Did you do your -2 because of having tremble?
no,
Or did you cheat like everyone's doing tonight?
no, no. Tremble gives me a -2 on my agility, right?
Yes.
Correct. I'll let you. You can choose. You can re-roll, because there's a big risk here you get panic, or you can lose 2 of your successes.
Or you re-roll like a boss and get all...
So
I gambled and lost, y'all.
you you had a really good roll. You had 6 successes, but the gun goes click, and you realize none of your bullets have hit, and you stand there frozen as your stress and everyone else's stress goes up by 1. As you realize,
Thank God me and Cruz are outside.
you realize that you're still within short range, though, unfortunately. So, Tagar might die because of you.
well, enjoy the mission.
I can't. You can't use a
Body
story point
slam.
to turn a stress.
No, you can't. It just gives you an extra success. Okay, we're getting WWE in here. The Goreburster throws itself at its target, knocking them prone in its frenzy to escape. Then it immediately moves 2 zones away to the nearest vent. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Yep. Oh, but it leaves a slimy pink residue in its wake. Gross. Okay. Tagar, since you are already prone, it basically just, like, smashes its arms down on you. You feel the wind get knocked out of you as the strength of this thing smashes your shield against your chest. And there's just, like, pink goo and slime everywhere. And it hisses at you, O'Connell, and it runs back into the shower room. And it just leaves this trail of pink stuff everywhere. Tagar, it seeps through the visor part of the vision, the opening of the shield. It gets all over you. I need you to make a stamina roll. This is against, it's a virulence 6 disease, which means it rolls 6 dice. It's an opposed test.
Can I assist?
I will him my immune system. I am
You have
giving
to like
him
lick, you have to
antibodies.
lick it off my face.
Well, we can get Reed to do that. Ooh.
Wow, you are such a champ. All right, I will make this an open roll.
Do you want to push first?
I have a lot of stress dice there.
Nap relief, the sweet, sweet nap relief.
It is about nap relief o'clock.
You need to decide before I make this roll if you'd like to push.
So, how would panic affect this roll?
Not very well. Actually, hold on.
But if it's against my immune system, does this go against my stress?
You might not roll stress. For
I might
this,
be
maybe.
lying. Yeah, hold on.
I don't know.
Let's go to hazards.
You might only have 1 success.
Disease. So rules as written, you would roll stress on this, but that doesn't make sense to me because it is, you don't even necessarily know that this is happening, right? So you have 1 success because we're not going to do stress on this, but you can't push it because it's So
But you have a story point. Do you want to use your story point?
I'll let
or
that
change
story
the
point. You
crits
can always choose after that because that's a meta currency.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna make you burn that.
Nice.
I might roll no successes, so
Right.
or I might roll 2. In which case, if you use a story point, you've tied. You haven't beaten it. So you would still lose.
Or do we know what it does
Tagar's
yet?
not buddying.
Sorry, what's that, Tigger?
Do we know what it does yet? Like, is it like burning me or?
No, it's not burning you, but God, it smells something awful, and some of it probably gets in your mouth or your eyes, and it does not taste good. Probably burns your eyes a little
They
bit.
kind of talked. The Blackguard kind of talked about it a little bit. So, I mean, if I can burn my story point, I will give it to Tagar for this success as well.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay, we'll burn off 2 of them.
Yeah.
We're getting through all the meta currency this session, listeners.
So
way.
many meta
The fact that
currencies.
this thing has a runaway makes me concerned that the real threat is this disease. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're just gonna make him go away.
And you said there's like water on the floor in here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's,
Okay, so I'll try and like use the water to like wash off.
Well, he did say it was also mixed with pink, red, and whatever other bullshit.
yeah. The water's not very clean looking.
That's actually
To be
okay.
honest.
There are showers, but we
Okay.
should probably get to the fucking lift
Do you wanna-
and just leave
Yeah.
this
Do you want to go take a shower with the xenomorph? It's probably just cleaning off all that goo, right? That's why I left the
You know,
shower
with-
running. It's constantly emanating.
Those high heel legs are really seducing, but I'm gonna have to say no.
Alright.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
All right.
What doesn't this doesn't have legs. I shared a picture of it in the chat.
No, the one Chris described has legs, arms.
Voice chat.
I'll tell you, this
Okay.
this alien, I would not fuck. I'm just gonna point that out.
Thank you for
Alright.
clarifying that. Yeah.
You goddamn gooners, you ruined the game.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Randomness reduced.
let's get out of here.
Rate. Thank you.
Move.
Okay,
Let's get down.
let's get rid of this. You can stand back up.
Let's get down to business.
Okay,
To defeat.
where do you guys go after that?
Straight to the fucking lift.
Yeah, head to the
Yeah,
left.
to the lift. We are sprinting to the lift.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Go, go, go! What the fuck was that?
God, oh God, oh God.
Game
Oh,
over,
wait,
man.
maybe
Game over.
This looks like it's from the comic books.
Yeah, that the one Bunnilla shared definitely looks like it's comic
yeah, they
book.
don't.
It would make sense if one of its attack was to strangle you while
Yeah.
wrapping around your neck.
Well, here I'll give you guys the description because this is a unique critter that's unique to. Well, maybe it's not unique to this, but it's basically in Frontier War. So, you actually do encounter one of these sort of in Destroyer of Worlds, but it's called a body burster. But this is like a variant. So, genetic alteration of the P. praetorians genome inadvertently created the sickly pink ovomorphs, which produce these unexpected ebon nightmares. While the facehugger stage of this aberrant xenomorph appears unaffected, the resulting chest burster is of enormous size and has blackened, polarized skin. In fact, as the embryo develops, its host will display extreme discomfort and appears to have put on water weight. After its explosive birth, this gore burster secretes an extremely toxic residue which interacts in a peculiar fashion with human blood cells. I won't read the rest, though, for no spoilers.
Yeah, a little spoiler. Ugh.
But, yeah, I mean,
Maybe you should lick it off your face.
this description just makes it sound like it's a different type of thing, but that does make more sense if it's trying to strangle you. It's like a big snake. It looks like a big chest burster, basically. Which...
Yeah.
They use the chest burster art from the rule book, so maybe that's why. So, there you go. Anywho, you all run to the lift very quickly. Which floor are you going to?
Probably 3 to bring these guys to Koichi.
If you guys want, sure.
So we were
Wait,
going to go to
didn't we
2
just come
for. So we can radio Koichi because he gave us comms to him.
Yes.
So we can tell him we're sending 2 of his men down. And we can stop at 2. Because wasn't 2 medbay?
I think we're on
2 is
one, right? Yeah.
the hall where he said they were packing up Vaughn's collection. He said it's also where they have the executive suites.
Oh. So we might be able to get the server data or stuff from there, I think is what he said.
Which is also where the 2 techs that you tied up in the room said that Vaughn's quarters is on too.
Yeah, so we can get off at 2 and send them down to 3 to meet up with Koichi.
All right, Randomness, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Yeah, it's up. It's
Do we
up
care
to
to check out that stuff on? Do we care to check out that stuff on 2 or thoughts?
Yeah, I mean we can. Yeah.
I think we should, because if that's her quarters on 2 as well, might as well check it out.
Okay. Well. Yeah. Okay, we'll get off. We're gonna get off on 2.
Okay, and then you're gonna send them down to 3.
Yeah, and just give Koichi a heads up.
Okay. All right. Let me delete these tokens. Let us go to sublevel 2, which I've just given you all access to. Let me put these guys on level 3 just in case we need to go back to Koichi for any reason. I'll put them in the room with him. Okay. And level 2. We need some. That Schmidt not gonna need his token anymore.
Brutal.
Boo, mean. Boo.
Whoop, sorry, pushed in the wrong spot. Sorry, this is a smaller thing for some reason. Don't know why. All right, can we all see that? We'll zoom in a little bit.
Bunnilla, what the fuck are you posting?
I was on the same page. I'm sorry.
All right. Okay. The lift stops. The door is there for you to open.
We're fighting now, so be ready.
Well, one of what we're fighting.
All right. So, when you guys step out, basically you can go to your left or your right, and you can see that the wall directly across from you, to the left and right, there are two doors, and there's a massive window over here on the north. This is a window right here. To your left, it looks like the lift is kind of in the middle of this hallway. To your left, things open up into this massive reception hall. And basically, all of these that you see here on the edges are windows. So you can see, it's like floor to ceiling window. It's like almost like rather than walls, it's just like glass or whatever they use for the glass material. There's very little like structure here. To your left is this huge, basically like a reception hall. And when you guys get down here, you can see there is a ton of activity. You can hear the sounds of power loaders stomping around and their hydraulics going off. And you can see there are massive crates that have been vacuum wrapped and sealed. And there's all sorts of pallets that are being loaded up with various things. You can tell this is obviously a bunch of the trinkets that Khaliji was telling you about. You can see there are 6 techs. You guys are free to like move so you guys can see the rest of that bottom hall, just so you can kind of see how it lays out. So there's a total of 16 or so technicians here. You can see 6 of them in power loaders, and they're all spread throughout this entire area that's labeled as reception hall. But it's so big, it's denoted by 2 separate zones. That's what the green lines there are for. There's 6 in power loaders, moving some of the bigger equipment. You see another 6 that are taking smaller, more delicate items and wrapping them and then putting them in the crates for the power loaders to put in. You see that those 6 to the left, there are 2 women that appear to be kind of overseeing them and kind of giving some instructions. You notice that these 6 techs, the things that they're like wrapping up, you see like almost look like stone tablets, like something you'd like imagine like from some sort of archaeological find. You also see 3 of them are packing up what looks like those big suits you saw in the engineer temple underneath when you were on Arcturus. That big hall you went through that had those big... You thought they were statues at first, but you realized they were like suits, which you've kind of pieced together were probably for the engineers. Looks like they're packing one of those up as well in basically like a box. It's like the box kind of like the shape of like a sarcophagus. In the center of the room, basically right where these technicians are seeing, these 4, there is this massive raised dais. And on top of that is what looks like some sort of big chair. And it looks very similar to what you guys saw in the Engineer Temple when Dr. Alawalia pulled up that three-dimensional holographic image of, like, some sort of star galaxy. It looks almost identical, and they are disassembling that massive chair and the dais that it's on. Again, you can tell it's definitely engineer technology. You recognize from behind, with her turban, you recognize Dr. Alawalia is one of the two women there that is carefully directing and kind of helping these technicians to carefully wrap up some of these engineer artifacts. The other woman you see has the look of a businesswoman. She's wearing a blue suit jacket with like a white button-down collared shirt underneath. The first two buttons are open, and then she's got a matching skirt that like ends just right above the knees, right at the knee. She's got brown hair, kind of pulled back in kind of a big ponytail, and she's got very secretary-looking type glasses. She's got a very stern look on her face, and you can kind of hear her chastising one of the techs when he almost like drops one of these tablets. This is the woman that you see. Kind of has a bit of a resting bitch face. All of you,
like a Karen.
It's totally a Karen. All of you may please give me a. Let me see if you guys might recognize her.
Has our panic ended at this point?
Yes. No, I don't think there's any way you guys would know who this person is. It's highly unlikely.
Now, fellas, I thought we killed Alawalia, because I thought she, like, tried to shoot O'Connell in the temple, and then we all just turned around and gunned her down.
Oh, did you?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't...
I thought
honestly,
we killed her.
I don't recall, honestly. I don't...
Because she was in the temple with us.
Did I vaguely remember that. Did she actually get killed? Am I mistaken here? Should she...
I know she did
It was
try to
a
attack us.
scientist that tried
I'm pretty
to
sure we
pull
killed her.
a gun or stabbed us or something.
I do.
I think she tried to pull a gun, and then
I remember that.
Oh,
Okay.
something like that.
we gunned her down, yeah.
Well, that's the cool thing about this mission. Some NPCs might not be here. Boop. Okay, so she's not here. Okay, she didn't make it to the final mission. It is just
She gets dusted like
yeah. She just
Thanos.
it was actually just a holographic projection.
She's been cloned.
So yeah, you see this woman who's shouting orders at these technicians, and like two of the technicians up on the dais, they like see you, and they look a little shocked, and they kind of like stop what they're doing and like, oh shit, what do we do? Everyone else doesn't really seem to notice you, or if they do, they're just like keep working. And eventually the woman, like, she probably realizes, like, people are looking in your direction, and she, like, turns, and her arms are crossed, like, just the biggest, like, bitch, and she gives you guys this look of, like, absolute disgust, and kind of rolls her eyes.
We're
This
the
chick
ones that are
screams
disgusting.
Corporate fucking suit, yeah.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna walk up to her and be like, I assume you're in charge here?
Correct.
You know that there is alien xenomorphs crawling around the other floors.
I am aware. The Blackguard are dealing with that. I have my orders.
You mean the Blackguard that just evacuated the other floors? Who are you taking orders for at this point?
She just kind of looks you up and down, and just kind of like shrugs, almost like dismissively, like who the fuck are you?
I'm going to wipe the pink slime off my shield and kind of like fling it on the floor next to her feet and be like, look, there's something coming. You should evacuate now. And we can help you. Or we can leave you.
Or we can arrest you. For clearly being a crony of Vaughn's. Fucking terrorist to the UA.
She looks at the
You
slime
work for you.
So that's the third option.
with a bit of disgust. And when you say "way you," O'Connell, she actually looks at you and she says,
It's Cruz, but okay.
I'm sorry, Cruz. She says,
Yeah.
formerly Wayland Yutani. Not anymore.
Okay.
I don't think that helps her case here.
Yeah,
No.
a former scumbag makes you less of one now. I don't know who's to say, but you better cooperate.
She just kind of raises an eyebrow. She's not really putting up a fight, but she doesn't really seem intimidated either.
Do your
She kind of
technicians know
pulls
that
out
the
zip
Black Guard
ties
have
and looks
abandoned?
at Tagar.
And I'm going to speak a little louder. So, do your technicians know the Black Guard have abandoned you at this point? And that you're on your own here?
Some of the technicians look up at that, but she gives them like a stern look and they all get back to work. She says, everyone knows what they need to know. We're doing our job. If you get out of our way, we'll be done shortly.
Where's
your
the
job?
stuff being loaded? Can I see like where they're like dropping it off, like palleting it to?
You're
Do
guessing
they
they're
have a
gonna...
separate lift?
No, you're guessing they're going to bring it into the lift because that's all that you see. I mean, the door is big enough where a power loader could fit through it.
Is there anything to the north? Or is this the only thing here?
The only other things you see, there's 4 doors inside this central hall. 2 on the left and 2 on the right. If you want to move to the north, you can just kind of scope it out. It just loops around.
Okay.
We also have the executive suites here. You could check those out.
O'Connell's gonna start hitting where I think it would hurt with this lady.
Actually,
and he's gonna start.
Before you do that, O'Connell, as you guys, I'm seeing if these doors are labeled or not. So, the 2 doors on the left, you probably don't see the northernmost one because it's further away. But when you walk past this one, that's by you guys, that one has the Wayland Yutani logo on it. The other one across the hall, if you guys want to give me wits rolls, at -1.
I still get to roll 1 dice.
1 dice minimum is fine. You guys might recognize it.
Hey,
Oh.
6.
O'Connell, you recognize it as the logo for the Gelogod Institute.
Okay.
Tagar recognizes that as well. In utter shock. Your stress goes up by 1 as you realize Gelogod Institute's involved? My God. Where does the corruption end?
Monsters.
At the very top.
Anyway, you were saying O'Connell?
Go walk towards the Wayland U door.
Okay.
O'Connell's gonna start stopping all the technicians from doing their job. Tell them to get out of the power loaders and basically cease operations.
She kind of steps over
at
her.
gunpoint if need be.
I mean, if you point a gun at any of them, they definitely put their hands up and like back away from whatever they're doing. And this woman walks over, and starts like shouting at them, "Get back to work! He's not going to shoot you. You're unarmed."
You don't know
No
O'Connell
one's
very
told.
well.
No one's said no to me yet. So I'm gonna say, all right, it's time for you to turn around, and he busts out some handcuffs.
Oh, you gonna cuff her?
Yes.
Okay.
You're interfering with what we're trying to do here. You're pissing me off. That's enough for me.
Restrainer.
How dare you? Unhand me.
You brute!
You barbarian!
Basically, yeah. When the general hears about this. Meanwhile, Cruz, you open the door to the door with the Weyland-Yutani logo, and you can open it and go inside. And you can walk around so you kind of see how it's laid out. Basically, it is a very nice suite, and there are 3 rooms, which are these 3 doors here. Why is it not showing up on the map here? I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm going to start kicking down doors one by one.
Okay, Okay, hold on. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Well, I'll deal with it next week, so we're almost done anyway. So, there's 5 doors in total. 3 of them go to private room, like personal quarters. One of them is a very nice like a living room type room. There's a nice bar. There's big like a foyer basically, which has a nice bar, big view screen. And then the room at the end here, that one's like a small library. But each of the rooms has like a private bathroom inside as well. And they're not massive, but this again, it's not to scale, so they are much bigger than they appear here. Very nicely furnished. When you come through here, you notice there are names on each of the 3 doors. One of them says Mr. Gannon. One of them says Mrs. DeRosa. And the other one says Mrs. Eckford. Yes, Scaarr, that Eckford.
Go get.
All right.
Nice.
Eckford's room is completely empty and looks completely cleared out. The other 2 rooms appear to have been in the state of being packed up. You can see there's like a bag on the bed with stuff, personal effects stashed in there. And that's what you see at the moment. If you'd like to give me an observation roll, see if there's anything else.
I'm pretty high stress. I think I'll pop my second nap relief at this point.
Oh boy.
Risking that addiction.
Let's regain the addiction.
We'll get through this together, Reed.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Tagar will join us shortly.
Yeah. I'll just take mine now and do it all at once.
3 successes.
Okay.
But you know what? Fun. We're partying.
So, you start looking through these rooms, right? You can open the doors if you want, that's fine. But you find in Gannon's room, hidden... You notice the bed's a little discombobulated, and you notice one of the pillows is kind of like... looks like weirdly shaped. And you go to, like, move
Lumpy.
it. Yeah, and it feels way heavier than it should be. And you open it up, You find inside there's a hidden pistol and a shit ton of Weyland-Yutani currency.
Oh, I take the currency. I have money to pay off.
Yes. As a matter of fact, you had 3 successes here, so we'll say you have you have that moment from that fucking meme with Zach Galifianakis with all the numbers and shit.
The Hangover Part 2.
Yeah. You're estimating it's probably around $20,000 in cash. How do you sleep at night?
Turn off the body cam.
On a pillow full of money.
I'm sure at this point the body doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Like, you earned it.
Yeah, listen, whoever's watching this, Weyland-Yutani put a fraudulent charge against my account, and I owe $20,000 at least. This is just payment for my suffering. You can reach out to my cousin for this.
You'll finally get that 1 XP where you earn money this session.
I'll have you know, I've earned that money XP 3 times now in this campaign.
Wow. So that is what you find as you realize clearly these 3 people are here. DeRosa, obviously you guys can see her name. She is the one woman, but you guys don't really know who she is outside of that. But that is what you guys start to find as you start to ransack the Weyland-Yutani suites, and you find their personal rooms there. So,
Any data, hard drives, anything like that?
No. It looks like most of that stuff has been cleared out. You can tell DeRosa's room. She obviously has her stuff mostly packed and ready to go, but it looks like mostly personal. Like clothes and stuff like that. I assume that you guys probably search her when you arrest her. You would find probably her ID card or a data pad or something, which you assume might have some juicy stuff on it.
Oh, very nice.
And she does have a pistol on her, but you're able to get her under arrest before she has a chance to even think about grabbing it.
Do you have any money?
You take her wallet.
I mean, you find she's got her briefcase or her bag or whatever on her bed in her room ready to go.
I would imagine at this point, with her being arrested in custody, the technicians are going to stop when we tell them to stop.
If you tell them to, yeah, they kind of put up their hands. They're like, okay, I guess we're done here, sort of thing. So
Going to directly go down to floor 3.
Okay. Well, we're past our time at this point, so this is a good stopping point as you guys discover a little fun bucket of information there if you play through Destroyer of Worlds. So, if you haven't, go play it. Find out all about Eckford, one of the best NPCs of all time, right behind Jail from Blade Runner, my favorite NPC. Trigger Sean every time we bring her up. That's okay.
We're gonna meet her again in a couple weeks.
Hell yeah.
I do have to take a stamina test, I think, for taking my second Napro.
Yes. Has anyone else taken their second Napro this time?
But
I just did.
All right.
Okay.
You'll need a stamina test, please.
Stamina.
I don't think I've taken one yet, have I?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I mean, we each have 3 in our inventory, so
Yeah.
this will be my second one, so I'm down to 1.
Okay. Well, you guys are good for now. However, you are automatically at -1 agility when you take your second dose.
Oof.
So, getting the shakes.
Yeah.
All right. That is all we have for you tonight, viewers. Thank you for playing along and joining us. We'll be back next week. Operation Octopus Garden, Part 3. Same time, same place. Signing off.